Hi Ray, I haven't heard your voice in years.
Ahoy, how you doing?
Doing great.
I'm finally graduating at the end of the semester. I'm finally free.
Yep.
There's, um,
Space, I was running out of space, and I still shocked that every single time a company image gets up.
Hey, Rach,
yeah,
are you a member?
yes.
Apparently not on the list.
I should be on the list now. I added myself 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, Ollie reminded me.
It's fine. Feel free, don't bother.
Leo, how do you share the join list?
Go to the board, which is that one. Yeah, go to the board, and then there should be a join link down there. Yeah. Oh, no, that's the view board. That one. Yeah. Is everyone in the room on the voting thing?
It's recording.
Okay. No, you already have it.
Why don't you just print it?
Oh, that. Yeah.
Where's the QR code, Leo?
Yeah, so Sebastian, can you please put up the QR code?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So everyone in this room, make sure you scan this if you want to vote, if you're a member as well. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? Who? Kick off Rachel.
In person.
Look, I'm just a walking, talking, unorganized me.
Which camera showing? Or no camera?
I'm showing the screen at the moment.
Okay.
Do you want me to change it?
No? Let's wait for everyone to be in to the voting thing so we don't have to think about it later.
I think there are better options for pay for president, Let's not.
Wait, so Sebastian, after we do the elections, do you want to talk for the rest of the thing, or should I keep talking after we elect?
You can keep talking.
Okay, I see. Anyway, so should we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, so we start 420.
Nice.
I think go to the slide. What? It's fine. Okay, so welcome to our 2023 AGM. How long have we been waiting for? Actually, don't worry about it. So, yeah. So, actually, how do you start an AGM? This is my third time running an AGM. I keep forgetting how to do this. Go to the next slide. Oh, yeah, true. Next slide. There. Anyway, I would like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, upon whose ancestral lands our city campus stands. I would also like to pay respects to the elders both past and present, acknowledge them as the traditional custodians of this land. I would also further like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various ancestral lands from which our other attendees joined today on Discord, and pay respects to those elders past and present. Next slide, please. Yeah, so agenda today. So we start with attendance. Well, just don't worry about that, it's fine. Previous meeting minutes, we'll do it in a moment. We have reports from the previous from the executives. That's me and Celine and Sarantis doing our reports. And then we're going to be voting, and then we'll be doing any new business. And the new business, actually, we'll do new business later. Okay, so, oh yeah, and also we forgot to, it's not in here, but we decided to add a new agenda point for pizza. We will vote on which pizza we want after, okay, so because the pizza place opens at 5 p.m., we're trying a new pizza place this time, and we're going to vote on which pizza we want, and then we're going to call them, and we ask if they have a student discount, because apparently they used to. So if they still have it, then we order. If they don't have it, then we go to Domino's, because otherwise their pizza is too expensive. So that would be awesome. Let's see. Go to next slide, yeah. So okay, so this is something we have to do every time. Let's go to this is last year's minutes, and we need to vote that we accept last year's minutes? Let me.
Are you
Yeah.
managing the dashboard for the voting?
Sorry.
Who's managing dashboard for the voting?
Oh yeah. Who was managing the dashboard for the voting? Sorry, do you want to manage the dashboard for the voting?
What does that involve?
Just making a question saying, do you accept the minutes? Yes or no?
What the questions are?
Do you accept the meeting minutes? Yes or no?
We used to look like the minutes from last year.
Yeah. That would be a verification. Let's see. What? Yeah. Wait. Yes. Yes. Can you switch to the slide for the other thing, the voting thing?
Multiple screens.
Yeah. Let's remain 10. I guess we'll just hope that it passes 50%. Guys, vote for, just press yes if you don't know what's going on, or look at the meeting minutes and make sure it's fine. But yeah.
We're supposed to vote before coming to the meeting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like we have to do this every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. Will it get to 0? Will it get to 0? Are you sharing the screen, by the way? Or like what's sharing? Because do people see me right now?
They can see this screen, but they're not screen sharing.
Right.
I'll change to screen sharing.
That would be a majority of people.
Okay.
That sounds like good enough to me. We can close the vote.
Yay.
Oh, no one said no anyway. Oh yeah, trying to Citra, one more thing. What?
Take screenshots of it for the minutes.
That will be in the reports page. You can go back to reports later. But Mitchell, do you want screenshots of this now, or do you want us to just go to like the
I'll
reports?
go for the reports, but I will screenshot.
Okay, okay. Serentis, one thing I just remembered, we need to proxy vote for someone. I'll give you the details later.
I'll pass.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, let's go to the next slide. Okay. Okay, so try the president's report. So this year, actually, am I camera?
Okay. Had it on the screen sharing.
Okay. Is it with me now?
Yep, you're all good.
Okay. So this year, yeah, we doubled our member count again, which is kind of funny, but yeah, so last 2021 we had 150 members, 2022 300 members, 2023 600 members. So I guess, well, in part this is due to free memberships, but I think it's still pretty funny that we doubled it twice.
Memberships are free now.
Yes, I might as well mention it. So we have free membership subsidized by FEIT. So at the beginning of the year, FEIT said, hey, what if we make your membership free, but for every membership, we just pay you $5 up to a certain budget. So like the budget is for the entire faculty club group of faculty clubs, and then once they run out of the budget, and yeah, they run out of the budget and they don't pay us anymore. And then after that, we have the option: do we increase it back to $5, or do we keep it free? And we're like, might as well keep it free. We have too much money, which we do. The treasurer will talk about that later. But yeah, so we have a lot of members now. Plenty of people on the Discord server. I can't remember the member count on the Discord server, like 2,000, right? Something like that. And the Discord server has been a lot more active this year than last year. Yeah, we're successfully rebuilding our community. That's always a nice thing. And yeah, like I think everyone agrees that the Discord server is the best it's ever been in a while.
Yep.
The best it's ever been ever, or in a while?
Best ever, really. I mean, we comparing the Discord with the mailing list from years ago.
Okay, sure. Anyway, in terms of events, yeah, we do like just overall events things. We turned out several collaboration events because I personally was feeling like most of the collaboration events we've been invited to didn't feel like they go well with the society, like mainly party events and stuff like that. So instead we just, we had one collaboration event this year, but it was like a more technical one. And, but we're open to collaborations for, I was open to collaborations for more technical events, though not that many rose up. Also, yeah, we still don't know what to do with our money. we have too much money. We need to figure out what to do with it. How to spend it on our members again. That will be your problem and next year's problem. Anyway, next slide.
Okay, hello. I was the treasurer for this year. Here was last year's balance compared to our current balance. It didn't really move, in my opinion. Like, it didn't really even go up like past 1K. So we barely like gained, but we also didn't really lose anything either. So that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad position to be in, especially considering like our balance anyway is pretty high for clubs. So we kind of are just sitting on money. As I noted here, we received about like 5K just like income, which is very similar to last year's income. So actually, yeah, compared to this year to last year, very similar income, very similar expenditure. That's why we kind of barely moved. But yeah, a big part of that is because we do have great sponsors in the form of WiseTech Global, who sponsored our larger event, being ProgComp, and pretty much any large event is good that we try to reach out to sponsors for funding, and that really does make a big difference in this not going down too much. But yeah, please spend more money. We have too much money. Spend it on the pizza. That's
Spend
all.
on merch.
Yeah, we had plans to do merch this year. The difficulty was that we're not particularly creative. So if anyone has good ideas, feel free to suggest them. That's all.
It's more bracket plushies.
We could do
Oh yeah. What was the audio issue?
That was just Nathan talking.
Oh, nice.
It's all fixed now.
Yeah, sorry.
Whole truck of we had dumped them over the side.
Buy a truck too.
Yeah, so this year was pretty good in terms of events. We ran quite a few. At the beginning though, we had a bit of a rough start because the university had more classes than rooms, so clubs weren't able to get any rooms at all. So we just weren't able to book any events for the first month or so after O-Day. Neither was any other club for that matter. But after that, we picked up. I think we had our introduction to Git workshop first, and throughout the year we had a couple more. We also, I think sort of for the first time, at least in a while maybe, we had multi-part workshops. Was that the year? Because I don't recall us doing that last year.
We had the Arduino multi-part workshop before, but that was a collaboration with these guys.
Yeah. So we did that a lot more this year. I think we had the Rust. Was it Rust?
No, we did just the web,
Just the web one.
Yeah.
Okay. We tried that again. We also had our main event, I guess, this year was the programming competition, which was a big event. Lots of execs helped out with that. We also had, I believe, WiseTech sponsored us for that this year as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was a really, really big success. We had a lot of members attend, and everyone had a really good time. And we also recently had the buzzing presentation at CSEC's,
CSECCon. It's a mini convention.
Yeah, it was a convention, but I can't remember the name.
Buzzing? It's where you throw a bunch of inputs at a program until it crashes.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a security thing and like just finding bugs. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I think that was essentially it in terms of events this year. Turnout from all of them was relatively okay, and I think there weren't any real issues or anything to really bring up. I think that's it.
Compared to last year or the year before, once we had 2 people come to the Git workshop.
Yeah, it actually, I should mention, it definitely was an improvement from last year in terms of attendance, because last year we had like 2 people show up towards the end of some workshops.
At the beginning as well.
But the first one went really well.
Yeah, the third one did not.
It really plummeted right after that. But this year we managed to keep a really good retention rate, it seems. So definitely an improvement this year, especially coming out of COVID as well, which I think aligns with other statistics we've seen as well.
Also, I just remember another thing. We have a lot more workshops have been more talkative. Like for example, last year Git, Rust and React workshops, everyone was dead silent. This year, everyone was talking.
Yeah, I can't remember if I was there for some of those workshops, but yeah, from what I did hear as well, we like there was a lot more engagement. The audience and the participants as well were all very engaged.
Why do you
And
think was that? Just the luck of the draw.
I mean, maybe I would guess it's because we have more active, like, Discord people coming and starting conversations.
Right.
Unlike before, because before we had no active people really come, except for Holly maybe. Actually, he wasn't active back then.
I think for Rust at least, we actually made an effort up front to tell people how to prepare for it. I think that helped. People came with the tools installed already. We didn't spend the first 10 minutes stuffing it up.
that's true.
But also React had the same issue back last year as well.
I think because we like doubled our member count as well, that really helped widen the audience as well of who registered and who could attend as well and stuff like that. I think just overall, more members means more likelihood of people who are more engaged attending to these events in a wider audience.
Actually, I have another question after you finish talking about free membership stuff. But do you think that's it?
I think that's it.
Yeah. So when it comes to free memberships, there was a thing I mentioned to Ben, which is last year, the president before me.
Yeah.
I met him yesterday, and basically he mentioned that, like I mentioned free memberships to him, and his response was, NGSOC actually tried free memberships before at some point, and they decided to not go with that because their conclusion was that when memberships are free, people aren't as incentivized to go to the first event. So, do we consider that? Do you guys think that's any kind of factor at all? Or like, have things been okay?
I do think, having the membership, like even at $5 is enough to encourage a great proportion of people to be active. Because there's a lot of people who just join a society from the list on activate, click.
Oh,
and
yeah.
how many of them do they end up participating in? So I don't
That's
know.
what I did.
It's like great to see we're 600 members, but it'd be extra good to know that a large part of them are active. And we don't really know.
Because we can probably technically opt out of the thing later. Because next year they are preparing funds again, as far as I was told. I asked Jason like a month ago. And actually, guys, do you think we should opt out of free memberships, or do you think we should keep free memberships?
Should this be a vote?
We should make it a vote.
Yeah, we should make it a vote, I agree.
Can you guys do multiple options?
Because I'm pretty pro free membership.
What? Is the vote?
It's like
do you have
these
multiple
organized
options
people
for
like
votes,
me.
or just yes and no?
Yeah, what are the other options?
I think it's like 0, 5, and 8 are like common.
Oh, so like different costs? I don't think we're going over 5.
5 and 10.
Well, would we go over 5? Well, anime is 10, but then like anime special.
10 is too high.
10's too high.
10's too high.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, having free memberships really helps because, I mean, it gets subsidized, right?
Yeah.
So regardless if they're active or not, we still get
Yeah,
money.
we get a lot of money from free memberships because they're just like people clicking links, keep clicking the button, and we get $5 for every click.
So on that regard, there's no downside. And in terms of inactive members as well, I mean, you sort of still kind of had that issue with having paid memberships too. Because last year as well, I mean, it's always been a thing in the past. We would have paid memberships. People would pay the membership and still wouldn't be active too, regardless if it's free or not.
Yeah.
But I think just having it free just makes it more accessible to everyone.
Yeah, that's true. Sebastian, do you have any input?
I think, if we have free memberships, it means more people are actually going to sort of blanket sign up, but it also means that more people are able to sign up to clubs, whereas they might go, $5, I don't have that on me at the moment, I'm just going to skip it, and they don't end up signing up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I agree with that.
So should we vote? Just in case anyway.
Woo, democracy.
Last people. What? Is one of them the proxy voter that we created? Or not yet? I don't worry, we'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Just, finish it. Sure. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh, it's not even 5 yet. I guess we might as well go straight to execs.
Yeah.
Because the thought I had was maybe we'll like get to execs at around 5 and then we can call a pizza before we're doing execs. But I guess we're progressing much quicker than last year, which is a good thing, I guess. But yeah. Because the next is just elections, right? Yeah. So, okay, so to anyone who isn't familiar with how the election process works, the way we do it is we start with a role, so like going down this list in order. Actually, I'm pretty sure events and marketing are swapped. Events is last. But yeah, we'll go down the list, and so all execs right now will resign. Well, in a moment, but yeah, we will resign, and we're just all normal members, and then we will start the voting process. So the people who are applying for president will come here to talk about themselves. After they're finished talking, they go outside the room. We vote for them. Also, if there's just one person, they still can't, there's a chance that, no. There will be a vote for, do we accept this one person, or do we accept no one? And then if we accept no one for top 3, then we'll have to cry and restart our AGM. But, yeah, so, yeah. I guess one more thing is, what was it? I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, let's just start voting, I guess, yeah. Sebastian, do you want to come up and talk about yourself?
So I'm Sebastian. I've been with the Program Society for nearly 3 years now, having joined at the end of year 12 in a procrastination break. And I've been Gen Com, Vice President, and now I'm looking at doing President, helping the Society grow more, as well as collaborate a little bit more. Yeah, I mainly do web development, but I'm happy to encourage anything else as well, and I'm happy to take input from any team members if they've got any ideas. Yeah. No questions?
How do you feel about cats?
About what, sorry?
Cats.
Cats? I like cats. If only my family wasn't allergic to them, we'd be good.
Perfect. Excellent. Great work.
That's cute.
What are some event ideas you have for next year?
Event ideas, ProgConf is staying where it is. Surprise, surprise. Welcome drinks, staying where it is. More workshops. So we have our beginner workshops which we missed out on because of scheduling issues. But I want to try and encourage more regular meetups. So possibly twice a month or maybe even once a month meetups, just social events with members to come and talk. I noticed that a lot of the previous events we've done, for example, all the workshops, people end up staying for ages afterwards because they want to talk to each other about not even stuff related to the workshop, just in general they want to talk to each other. But I think I'll see if I can get that going and if it has any traction at all.
We need more in-person interactions because
Yeah.
back in the day we used to meet every Thursday, and that's
Yeah,
just
I know
gone.
with the old society it used to be basically every week.
Yeah, because we had
Yeah.
a room to do it in. Boom.
Yeah, I would say one of my main weaknesses was that I was too busy to do weekly stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was also doing anime as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Also, what do you think of regular Discord stuff? Just online.
Doing
drop-in,
online
talk?
workshops? Yeah, I'm
Like
happy to
workshops,
have
everything.
open question, just chat sessions. But I try and highly encourage them to be in person, just because people are in person at uni more often and more likely to actually strike up a conversation versus popping into Discord,
Yeah,
especially voice channel.
yeah.
What are we going to do about Anzac?
About which one?
Anzac.
Probably a competition.
Oh, ICPC.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have no ideas for that. There was some people who were interested in it on the FEIT server, and I think they were looking at it. Might see if we can reach out to them and see what's going on there. But
Talk to Luke and Angela, those people again.
yeah,
I've got
Angela's
a contact as well.
yeah, even like practice competitions, even because we haven't had a competing team in quite a while, right,
Yeah.
Tom? Yeah.
Yeah, we're the only one that isn't doing it.
Do you?
No, I don't want to run it. It
No, I'm
sounds
talking
like.
Rach, you want to run it.
I do have time now that I've graduated.
Awesome.
Yeah, now it's probably more of a question for Angela and discuss with Angela, and all of this
Yeah.
is up in the air, mainly depending on Angela.
Yeah, I just think there should be like a role, like one person dealing with that,
Okay. Yeah.
because it's a big job.
We do have 2 people for our events role. We can sort of have a chat to them and see what they think of it, and yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. On with the show.
Yeah. Actually, Rach, question. So did you end up asking Luke if he is here on campus and can come drop in?
I did PM him, he hasn't responded.
Okay, I see. Okay. Anyway, now let's proceed with the voting process. So Sebastian, you have to leave the room. Don't peek. And Sarantis, you make the vote. Yeah. Okay, what's going on? What's up? That will be for the next one, but just the. Wait 1 second. Give us a moment, everyone online, 1 second. let me send you the email. Just make a proxy vote for.
Yes, I know you are running for treasurer.
Yes. Yeah, and you're voting for Ollie for any position that Ollie goes.
I mean, most of them, like,
It's just any position that Ollie goes for.
proceeds in Discord, and then from there.
We're gonna take other nominations.
Well, we can't put any other second for like any people that already know.
Like other clubs, but
Have you invited any other nominations, President?
No. Yeah, I mean, like, why competition when we already know that he's the.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to be president?
More than experience.
Anyway, Travis, you want to make the vote?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, ProgSoc doesn't contribute generally, just because.
Does anyone have anything to say about Sebastian?
Which is great, it's nice and
By the way, while he's out?
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna continue your good work.
Sure, yeah. Vote?
I can't have only one option.
Yeah.
No. As in like, no one.
Another president.
No, there's two options. The options are vote for Sebastian or no one. And if more people say no one, then we fail to become a society for next year and we have to run another SGM.
Yeah.
That's just the thing.
By the way, you need to switch it manually.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. Let me switch this. By the way, you guys can vote.
Yeah.
How do I switch this? Screen. And the screen will be in this screen. There. Votes remaining 2. Who's not voted yet? Okay, I'm gonna call it in 3, 2, 1, go. Anyway, that's epic. That goes hard. How do I full screen this again? Slash, yeah, get Sebastian back. Go.
Yeah.
How much can you hear from outside?
I was in the storeroom.
Going out there, it's no one to be seen.
Yeah.
All the nasty shit you said.
Okay. So, we have the next position, which actually, Sebastian, would you want to continue the presentation from here?
Yeah, I can do that. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm not even in frame. Okay.
As the new president.
I'm not the president anymore.
I'm not. Okay.
Congrats, yeah.
So we have our next slide, which is, I think, where are we at? Why is so many votes?
Everyone who, is there anyone that's?
There we go. Okay. For our next nomination, we have Vice President. Let's hear Ollie speak.
Where am I?
You're in frame right there. That's fine.
Okay, good. Hello. I'm Ollie. Unfortunately, it took me 1.5 years before I found out that ProgSoc was the club I should have joined all along.
Huh.
And I'm very glad that in the last year I've got the opportunity to come along and be a part of it. So like more recently, I helped out at O-Day. I joined on to Gen Com. I put together the Rust workshop, helped Leo out with the fuzzing workshop, and am working towards programming paradigms workshop next week. I don't know. I'm trying to think. In terms of availability, I work at a high school doing IT on Wednesdays and Fridays. So weekly, I'm available to run events on a Friday night, which is probably a good night for most people. Trying to think what else. And in terms of events, yeah, like I thought much the same as Sebastian, that it would be really good to have a regular, if not weekly or fortnightly event, just so we start having regular members come along. Because it's difficult when you have an event monthly to try and keep the same people coming along at each one. Because they can't always make one, and so now they've gone like 2 or 3 months without seeing the same group of people. Yeah. Any questions?
When are you graduating?
Next year.
This year, last year, next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Actually, Sebastian, when are you graduating? How many years do you have left?
I'm 2 years into an engineering degree. I'm here for a while yet.
Okay.
Are you considering doing honors?
Yeah, that's part of my degree.
Next year would be that.
Let's be honest.
Cool.
Ollie,
Oh,
do you feel like staff should be further involved in the society?
staff should staff be involved in the society?
Yeah, like further involved.
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, that means that we have a connection to the university, which is always good, especially when it comes to getting leverage for things, like if we ever want a server or other access.
Yeah, we've been asking for that for years now.
Access to students.
Or a room. I don't know, if there's enough staff that support Programmer Society having a room, for example, then the uni might listen instead of just a bunch of kids, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For HS staff, so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Oh.
That's it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We make a vote.
I think we're all good here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
So, do you want to head out?
Do I get to vote for myself?
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
Yes, yeah, that's how we did it last year.
You get to vote yourself.
Okay.
You do.
This is a dictatorship.
It's great seeing reports that are like not improv.
That's right. You got to make a vote.
Yeah, I nominate myself again. I second
Did you
myself.
know that we had to do reports?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What'd you have to do?
I didn't know we had to do reports for AGM. I mean, mine was great because I did everything. So like.
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe.
No, it's.
Oh, it was like PLC. I was like, no, that's right.
Is the vote up?
Slack.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so I just
What's
the
the
vote
value
up.
again?
Sorry, sorry.
Robotics,
Robotics,
robotics.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Can we make like an alt tab so we can just tab between them? Put them in different windows.
Yeah.
Put them
Oh,
into different windows. so
that
you
doesn't
can
help me.
tab.
It's not the issue.
Oh, it's like flipped.
What?
It's not the issue.
Yeah,
The issue is the multi-screens and also switching the presenter screen.
No, but then you can like alt tab between the presenter screen and.
Does anybody have any opinions, anything they want to say about Ollie while he's out the room? Cool. He's good, he's been reliable, he's been working on a lot of our workshops, especially the more advanced ones with Leo.
Yeah.
Like Rust, fuzzing, all that sort of thing.
And he
Yeah.
has particular interest in the alumni as well.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. I have PMP.
Spawned in.
He's really good.
The Rust workshop of all things.
And he's a really moving guy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's very
I
active,
like
which
him
is
a lot.
great, and somebody who wants to be involved with the society a lot.
Yeah, it was great.
Cool. We have one vote remaining. How we've done the proxy vote and everything.
Did you do the proxy vote? Okay.
Cool.
Thumbs up, good, and.
Yay!
Bring him in.
Ollie!
Bad news,
Ollie!
Ollie.
Yeah.
Did you lose?
Bad news, Ollie, you're the vice president.
Oh. Surely push it. You got here, right? This is awkward.
Yes.
There.
Yes, it is.
That. 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 And you do that. That. You can slideshow, right? And then you can alt tab into the other in the slideshow.
Okay.
Groundbreaking.
Okay, six has been contested.
Okay.
We have
Damn.
quite a few nominees for secretary.
One of them's online, by the way. Nathan, are you there?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're Huang, right?
Yeah, I'm the last one.
Okay, cool.
Nathan one, okay.
Yeah, okay, so for that we'll probably have to move you out of the channel or something, but yeah. So, who wants to start?
Well, we can get the first name to start.
Audrey.
Come on up.
Come up, Audrey.
Hello, welcome back. I believe I've seen you at many events at this point.
Yeah. Hey everyone, I'm Audrey. Second year, IT, whatever. I mainly do web development stuff and application development. I don't know. I've joined most of ProgSoc societies this year, ProgSoc events this year. Yeah, and I love all of them. Like ProgSoc is my favorite club. Why I'm running for secretary is, well, I guess I'm pretty organized. I like to keep my calendars in sync. I like to take notes as well. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
How good are you at taking minutes?
Taking minutes will you basically take notes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So you can take notes.
there's a prescribed format to it. You can pick up.
No, but it's not that hard to learn minutes.
Yeah.
Minutes
Also,
yeah.
I think there should be like some software, like to record meetings, and we could use something like that as well.
Yeah.
So we can actually transcribe it automatically.
Yeah.
That's something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are your second year, and next year is your last year.
Yep.
Okay. You're not going for a fourth year. Okay. What else? So, if you, what other roles are you going for other than this?
Right. Yeah. If I don't get this role, events are fine.
Okay.
I don't know what else. That's it, right?
Yeah. Any other questions?
I just point out that minutes and transcriptions are not the same thing.
No.
Oh, alright. So you
Yeah.
have to like.
So
It's just the
summarize
notes.
it?
It's like say like the summary of what happened.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. Alright.
Yeah.
Like it's decisions and actions. That's what you're listing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just notes. You can
Yeah.
take notes. It's not that hard.
No.
You're saying?
Yeah, hey, I'm Okiba. This is my first time at any of the programming society meetings, so I'm just wondering, what does the secretary really do? Like, what are the responsibilities? Obviously, taking notes.
It's,
Yeah.
it's in the constitution.
Yeah. Well.
So the main responsibility of the secretary is what Mitchell's doing right now. It's just like.
Leo, can you go into a frame?
Okay, I'll go into a frame. So the secretary, it just takes notes. So like whatever note-taking implies, whatever the most useful note-taking format is for any kind of meeting. For example, for AGMs, we need to take notes on the general summary of what we're saying. For example, we doubled our member count. That's a summary point. We also voted in Sebastian for president with this number of votes for and this number of votes against. That's another note. So it's just these kinds of notes is like the main thing that the secretary does. But then also we have other meetings and we just like note down a couple of things. Basically like everything that we need to remember for later. Like for example, if we're discussing the future events and stuff, the secretary will be like jotting down everything we mentioned, and we can say, hey, what kind of events did we propose again? I forgot. And then the secretary would just like, the secretary's job would be to just remember it from the minutes. Yeah, that's the main thing. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Also, I probably want to add about events since I'm fine with that as well. I think in terms of events, there are a lot that can be improved. Like for example, we had a lot of in-person events, but I think it would be good if we can set up some camera like this and then just put it on Discord, so more people can join. And then pizza would be good as well. Since we have a lot of money apparently, I think that we could spend some on that. And it's actually a good incentive for people to go to events, I think.
Yeah.
What else? I wanted to say one more thing.
I have a question. Since you do like interaction design and are quite creative, what kind of mascot do you think ProgSoc should have?
Wait, how do you know I do like design stuff?
Because you said you did interaction design.
I said what, sir?
You
did interaction design.
You did interaction design or something, right?
Oh, no. Well, it's part of like boards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't mention it anywhere. Huh, all right. I don't know. We could do like something like crabs for us.
Crab?
Yeah.
I don't know. There is no correct answer to Rachel's question, and she's asked that question to a couple of people already. Don't worry about it. Do you have anything else to say? Any more questions?
Yeah. Since Rachel, is it?
Rachel, yeah.
Yeah. Pointed that I can do some design as well. I can help with the marketing, I guess, as well. If needed, whatever.
Yeah.
So I can work with Photoshop, Illustrator, what else?
Yeah.
InDesign.
Which you can.
Figma. Yeah.
But yeah. Wait, use Figma as well.
We started using Figma for marketing stuff.
I know. Yeah.
Sort of.
It's the conversation for later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else, or do we want Mitchell to talk? Yeah, you can sit down.
Thank you.
Here?
Oh, just sit there.
It's
Or
fine.
there?
Stairs.
Alright.
You'll go outside when we vote.
Okay.
So, hello, I'm Mitchell. So I'm currently a third year computer science student, so I'm going to my fourth year honours year next year. So generally I spend most of my time doing more AI and Python. That's the area I'm most comfortable with. Though I do a little bit of game dev, mostly Godot specifically. In terms of, where am I? Yeah, so I have been a member since my first year. I joined the general committee in my second year and moved on to the secretary for this year, so I'm just reapplying for that. I don't have too much to really add beyond that. I guess was brought up about staff.
Talk about your record as secretary, I suppose.
My record as secretary. So I guess this year I've been in charge of organising meetings and trying to, if anything's missing, being messaging people if I haven't gotten responses, which hasn't really been the case ever. So to being taking all the meeting minutes, those are just stored on the drive by pinging anyone who's missed it. I would consider I've done an alright job, I hope. But I guess that will come out whether Activate accepts the meeting minutes. I'll find that out after this. I'm also currently working roughly 3 to 5 days, so I just work at UTS as a, I don't know, kind of like a systems administrator of sorts. Yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about myself.
Yeah. Of course, same question again. Are you applying for, would you go for any other position if you don't get secretary?
I would go for events. Unfortunately, I'm not too available during the day, which is why I would rather secretary, but I am, well, I have been attending events and helping around.
Actually, Audrey, how available are you for, you come to every event, it's fine, never mind. Yeah.
So I don't think I've missed any this year, I suppose.
You've come to every workshop, the main workshop.
Except for the CSEC one.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. Yeah. You always ask like how available, like if your availability is problematic and your availability is fine.
Well,
it's been average. There's been execs last year who were way less available.
Alright.
Yeah. Anyway, any other questions? Cool. Yeah, sounds good. And now do we, Nathan, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Actually, should we turn on camera for Nathan and stream him? Can we stream Nathan?
We might be able to stream Nathan.
Nitro boost on this Discord.
Are you prepared, Nathan, to have your webcam on?
Oh, I don't have camera on. So can I just talk?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I got ready. I just tell you, I got ready and I applied for 4 roles, and so please consider this my presentation for all the 4 roles I applied for. Okay. Okay. So first of all, I love programming, and I want to be a part of the team. I want to be a part of the society, and I would love to make connection with people who love programming as well. Like when I went to the when I go to the programming workshop, sorry, this is going real bad because I keep hearing my voice.
Okay. Oh, he can hear himself, right? Is that
Yeah. What I can do is I can
because that's really hard for me.
I can temporarily mute us.
Yeah, mute us.
And that way you won't get the echo back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Cutting that theoretically.
When I went to programming workshop, I feel very home, and I want to be a part of the team. I want to be like near to people who love programming like I do. And when I'm like something Leo said to me once, like uni is about making connections, and that really stick with me. And I think this society is going forward should be about making connections with other people, like connect people who love programming with everyone like us. And I would love to work on that. I would love to be working towards that, like connect with people and connect other people who love this and make us like make connection for the future, make our network better. And that is the point of uni. And that's why I'm applying for this. And I'm really scared right now, but this is my first time doing something like this. And I hope like you guys will accept me, and I work hard on it. I'm available all the time. This is my first time step out of my comfort zone, and I hope I really got a chance to do it.
Yeah, let's ask questions. Firstly, same question as the others. How many years do you have left?
I am graduating last year as with other two.
Next year.
Wait, so next year is your last year?
Yep.
Okay. How available are you? How many events have you come to?
So I've been to the Rust workshop and the Docker workshop. That's all. I'm new to programming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 workshops.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Are we muted? No, we're muted.
I am muted just
okay. Let's see. So, actually, does anyone have questions?
Do you have any preferences to any of the roles that you've applied for?
Yeah, I think marketing and events.
Okay.
This be better for me. Because I didn't know that I have to present for every role I apply to, so I got ready. Sorry.
No worries. Well, we know most of the base information now, so if you don't have to say this all over again multiple times, so that should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we're muted.
We're unmuted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, so it's okay, like, for other positions you can elaborate more about yourself later as well, so it's okay. Anyway, should we proceed to a vote? Anyone has any questions to everyone at once or anything like that? No? Okay. Yeah, Sarantis, you ready?
I just forgot to ask what Audrey's availability is.
Oh yeah.
Pick up.
I don't know. I'm kind of available anytime.
Rach, can you hear her?
Well.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm working casually for several jobs, but it's all casual, so it's really like. But yeah, I don't work too much.
She's come to most of our workshops.
Okay, so she's pretty free.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Feedback. Yeah. Anyway, so Sarantis, what were you gonna say?
If we go outside before we vote.
Yeah.
Oh, you say, are you ready to create the vote?
Yes.
I'm not going to start it.
Oh yeah, you just have it up, you just need to press the button, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No, that was what I was asking for. Yep, that sounds good. Can someone move Nathan out? Someone has this good open,
Or
right?
Defin.
Oh yeah, server Def and Nathan. Can Francis, you serve Def and Nathan?
The address as well.
Can you serve Def and Nathan?
Like 30 minutes. Look at what happened. Tim.
Okay,
Your wife she's just showing unique packets of never going to give you up.
yeah. So, does anyone want to say anything? Because this seems like this is the first decision we have to make today properly.
Yeah.
There are some people.
Yeah, all the people that presented. So Mitchell's come back for the second time. So he was elected last year. He was a great candidate. He's done an awesome job in his role as secretary. Audrey's come to basically all the events. She's awesome to talk to. I've seen Nathan active on our server occasionally and on the Program 1 server occasionally as well. Yeah.
Can we agree that Nathan's probably fit for other roles?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd recommend Nathan for this role.
No.
Due to, yeah, a bit difficult given they're just coming into the society. Maybe an events role if there's one available after this, or even Gen Com maybe earlier next year.
I'm pretty happy with Audrey getting this role.
Okay, cool.
The reason being is A, female representation,
Yeah, that's a really
and
good
then
point.
B, she seems to have some really good ideas and be passionate about the role, which is hard to find for secretaries.
My only big consideration I have towards Mitchell is that he sure is a staff member, and it's nice to have a staff member on the exec team.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know, a secretary, like he can be a staff member in the events role as well.
So he's really like the incumbent.
What?
Go I speak?
Yeah, sure.
He's done a really good job this year, and he's been very, very proactive as well.
Yeah.
In like many ways, in terms of organising meetings and also reminding people. Because I know he said he hasn't had to remind people much. That's a lie. He's had to remind me a bunch.
You are people.
Yeah. So yeah, he's done pretty good with that and proactiveness for the boss.
Yeah.
Organising meetings.
Yeah. Do you guys think Audrey is more fit for events or secretary? And same with Mitchell.
I think Audrey's fit for secretary, and Mitchell sounded like he didn't really want to do secretary as much.
I see.
Yeah, there's a lot of time constraints as well, but I guess that applies with any role. So Mitchell has said that he will be more busy in the new year.
He said that that changed. That changed.
Yeah, he
So
changed it. So I think he's reducing his work hours or something, or he's reducing the number of subjects he's doing. So he will be more available than he was towards the end of this term, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know what other roles these Audrey and Mitchell have applied for?
Events.
Okay. So they both applied for events.
Yeah. Yeah.
1+.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have, I don't know if the people on the stream or on Discord heard that, but we can have multiple people for events. Is it just one to N? Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah. I think we'll proceed with the vote. And what have we got left? So we have 3 votes remaining. If anybody's not voted yet, please do so now, and we'll probably end the vote in a couple seconds. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we'll call it there.
Yeah.
Cool?
Wow.
Oh.
What do we do?
Vote again.
Okay, discuss more. So.
Should we do they come back in? Do we tell them what's up?
No.
I think because Mitchell already has, like, secretary is quite a big role.
Yeah.
They've seen the results.
Big role. Do we?
Yeah, we have to keep discussing.
Yeah.
Should I tell them to move their comment live side?
Yeah.
Like, I think with secretary, it's maybe not the best role for someone who hasn't been an exec before to go straight into.
That's what Mitchell did. That's what Adi did. That's what every secretary while I've been here did that.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know that.
Secretary's not that hard.
ProgSoc doesn't have that many meetings. It's not
That's
hard
true.
as other societies.
That's true.
Anime secretary is completely different.
That's fair.
You can never be president your first year.
What?
Never be president your first year on the exec.
I became vice president, and I was supposed to become president instantly after.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Anyway, so one thing I could say is Mitchell has had his chance, has had his go, and we could have Audrey also try it out because, like, we're a student society. We're here to learn new things. So that's my argument here. Does anyone else have other arguments for either way?
If Audrey's been really consistent going to events, that's quite a good thing.
She's very motivated.
Yeah, especially for an events person. But I think Mitchell and Audrey seem to be pretty equally motivated.
Exactly.
So,
Celine, you were saying?
I think the consideration with Mitchell is that he said his availability even next year will be majority online, and even if he does get events, I don't know how effective he can be in that role.
Yeah.
So technically, he would be more effective as secretary, but I do like the idea of giving Audrey a chance here.
I think if Audrey also applied for events, I might lean more towards Audrey doing an events role versus Mitchell, especially because Mitchell has done secretary before, and Audrey can then see how secretary operates if she wants to go to any other roles.
I'm just anticipating a second tiger. Anyway,
And just to reconfirm, this is actually something Mitchell wants to do.
I'm pretty sure this is something Mitchell wants to do.
Yeah.
This is something he's prepared to do over events.
We had a small discussion in the exec channel about availability of people who are incumbent and they're going for another role. Initially, he didn't have that much availability, but he's since shifted his subjects and shifted how much he's working, which makes him a little bit more available than he was previously for this role, but he does want to go for this role again versus events.
Yeah. Like, I don't know
Okay, so he
how
prefers
came
this
off-
one over events.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'm happy to revote then.
So we're going to create a new vote for between Audrey and Mitchell.
Yep.
Yeah, just between the two. Does somebody want to let them know they should vote again?
Yeah, someone go outside and do that.
Thank you, Jacob. Cool.
So,
Alright, so I think that's it.
Is voting board here the same as what they see? Because would they have seen the results?
They see what's on the screen right now.
Yeah, okay.
It's the results, yeah.
So it might be worthwhile having in the case of a tie break, don't reveal the results.
Tie break.
Well, I mean, they're gonna see it. It's fine. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yay.
Interesting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So does somebody want to undeafen Nathan?
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Should I bring it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm very happy we set up 2 cameras this time.
Yeah.
It's great.
Are you showing the camera with them walking in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did as well.
Congratulations, Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah, another age going to
Well, it is after 5
I just want to say that it was really close and that both of you were considered for the role very seriously.
Yeah.
Hence the tie. Okay. Anyway, it is past 5 p.m. as someone mentioned. Should we call the pizza place?
Yeah, I think we'll have a quick intermission.
Yeah.
And we'll organise which pizzas. So if you want to...
Wait, let me get the pizza flavors. It was on here somewhere.
Okay.
1 sec. So it was here. It was here. Okay. So we got. Trying to say, ready to write down? We'll get the pizza flavors first. Then we'll ask them, and if they have discount, we'll order on the spot. Otherwise, yeah, discard the flavors. Terence, you ready to make a question?
By the way, so there's a bug where if I change tabs, the entire question gets deleted after the answer.
That's nice. That's good. Okay.
That's fine, but it's
Rolling your own.
Okay. It's because you checked the other tab.
Yeah, the way.
Just open it in multiple Chrome tabs.
What I can do is I can just put this on the screen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, with the traditional pizzas, margarita, vegetarian pepperoni. I don't know what alla norma is, but sure.
Is this the one that CSEC uses?
Yes, this is the one that's in Chippendale. And they are expensive, but they should have a discount if, hopefully. And if they have a discount, then we're gonna order. If they don't, then we're gonna.
Why don't we call them?
What?
And be like, do you have a discount? Okay, bye.
Yeah, you're getting our hopes up.
What?
You're getting our hopes up with the fancy pizza.
Yeah, don't show us the menu until we
Well,
right?
there's standard options there. These are all standard options for any pizza place.
Yeah.
Except for whatever that one is, the second on the meat.
Should I just call them now first and then call them again after to order?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll let me, like, give me the number.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Where is the number?
Just get the weekly mats from the pizza. I want wheat gluten-free pizza, and I also want the wheat gluten on the side.
We're gonna make up for the lack of gluten in the room, you know?
Yeah, so just like holding one, looking at it, fancy. Oh, wheat gluten. Ciao.
You know how they got like the t-shirt cannons?
The last robotics project we ever do.
Great.
Passion project. A glue
Yeah, because right now we're listing a small event,
We just
and
all live in
we'd like to order about 5 pizzas or so. How long will that take to cook?
Do you know
We're running an event right now, and we're going to order about 5 pizzas in the moment. How long will that take to cook?
I steal those chairs. Keep sitting in the dead spot.
Yeah, because they have like over 10 chairs. And I haven't counted the rest.
Let's say 6:15. You guys, is 6:15 okay? Or 6:45? 6:30, 6:15. Sorry, 6:30. 6:30. Sorry. Oh yeah, I was going to ask about the student discount first, and then we'll I will call back after we get the details of it. Okay.
President who's leaving the country.
Yeah, I'll call you back.
Going back to Germany.
In like 10 minutes.
The guys on that. Fuck this shit.
Okay. Vote.
Wait, vote? They're good?
Yeah. Just put, did you make the vote?
I got a bunch of pizzas now, but I don't know all of them.
Yeah. Can you show the thing? That's the next tab. Second, the one back.
Another tab?
Yeah, the one after the map tab. No, go. I'll tab back in.
You put like a pizza in the crust.
And then you go next tab up. Above.
Gluten dough.
Which one?
That's right.
Edging the pizza.
Sorry?
Which ones am I adding, by the way?
Everything except for Alamo. Actually, not Alamo, but all the traditional ones.
All the traditional ones, okay.
There's no way to exclude online people from voting, right?
That's true.
That's fine.
They can order pizzas for us, that's good.
Tell them if they vote, they get kicked.
we can't know who votes.
Threaten them. Oh.
It's as anonymous as it can
That's a
get.
flaw, man. Honestly.
That's why you run in PHP, so you've always got a back door.
I don't know, WebSocket and PHP.
You know, if somebody abstains, you don't get like a dirty stare.
How does that work?
It's fine. I vote for the favorites. We have enough people then.
We don't have preferential voting.
Yeah, we don't. Oh, shit, that's the plan. Like, we're supposed to add multiple voting, preferential voting.
This project kills me on the inside.
I know, right? Anyway, okay.
The voting dashboard.
First pizza.
Oh, I need to vote, don't I? Actually, do I need to vote?
What's Evo?
Oh,
Oh, Echelon. Oh, okay.
How's the votes going?
6 remaining, 5 remaining.
It's online people. It's online people. Good. Okay, so how do you guys think about 2 vegetarian, 2 pepperoni, 1 margarita?
Yeah.
1 gluten-free pepperoni.
1 gluten-free pepperoni. That's 6 pizzas or 5 pizzas?
Well,
You
it
get it stuffed
doesn't
with
matter.
gluten dough.
Okay, so
I'm happy to share.
2 vegetarian, 2 pepperoni, 1 gluten-free pepperoni, 1 margarita.
Yeah.
Okay.
Write it down. Don't be like a waiter at a restaurant who doesn't write anything down, then comes
I'll
back
just
3
read from
times.
here. It's fine.
Secretary, write it down.
Wait, is it like minutes write it down or write it down before I speak?
We can put it in the minutes.
Consonants in the minutes.
Anyway, yeah, we should call.
Cool.
Also, who voted for Hawaiian? What's wrong with you?
Who voted Hawaiian?
Hey, Hawaiian's good. It's
That's disgusting.
Calling it SGM right now. That'd be such a
Hello.
good constitution.
So we want to make a pickup order for 6:30 for about 6 pizzas. Is that okay?
We'll put a loophole in. Only secretaries.
Yes. We also come with like we have to pay on the pickup, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's all maybe it was up for that.
Yeah. I know, it's amazing. I think we took a full party.
Okay. I will see in a moment. But, so the order is it's 6 traditional pizzas. Would that be okay to do in person? It's 6 traditional pizzas with student discount. Would that be okay to do in person, or do we have to do it in person?
Yeah, right. I was like, I should probably take a
You should have mentioned it took us 3 days to clean out the store.
Small only.
Oh, I
Oh.
should. Just cleaning.
Okay.
That's good. Like we put up.
Okay, small traditional hotels. Okay, let's go. Let's see.
That's why I was like,
Is
I
it-
still want access to the fucking store in my work.
Yeah, small fine. Let's go. 2 vegetarian pizzas, 2 pepperoni, 1 pepperoni gluten free. I see. Sebastian, would you be okay? Should we order the extra pizza, Sebastian?
What?
Oh, okay. Don't worry. Yeah, okay. Let's get a large gluten free pepperoni. Okay, and 1 margarita.
Italians?
Yes.
That's
Okay, one more
just because they run a pizza place doesn't make it
The one
Vegan
small,
cheese?
like, could be group.
This is like, yeah, exactly. This is like, it's objectifying
Yeah.
every kebab shop in toast. Just because numerous toast doesn't mean anything.
Yes.
So something I want to quit,
Because
vegan
it
cheese.
wasn't enough.
My name is Leo.
I'm either
Yeah,
doing
you
the
got it.
Television Society or the
It's not too
Greek
late.
Society.
Just
Yeah.
grab his ear quickly before he walks out the
I
room.
know, it's
Yeah,
like,
all the other Turkish people are doing Persian language.
yeah, right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not open
65098.
society, but there's slab.
They keep organizing. Is that what you're saying?
And yeah, we're in UTS right now, so we'll pick it up at 6:30. Is that okay? Sure.
Is this one of those recursive laughs?
Hey, you know what? You know, they tried to start a Balkan society, but they kept balkanizing.
If we pay in person, we're like, right, you pay UTS, so like we're only like.
Like, if I have like a secret society, I'm just going there, start shitting on them.
Yeah. Okay, sounds
Really
good.
proper Turkish accent, secret
Yes.
society.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, so they're right next to the mall, so it's closer than Domino's, so yeah.
Central?
Yeah.
Yeah. This camera is the currently active one. Stop staying in the dead spot.
Fine. So, do we continue to the next vote?
Yes.
Can we do it within an hour?
Continue.
Yes, we can.
Can we do events within an hour?
Yeah.
It would
Within
take,
an hour,
well,
go
events take
to
well.
time.
Anyway, next, I guess next vote, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Voting.
Oh, my bad.
So,
Oh yeah, sure. And second vote. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I thought we did. Oh right, that's right. Yeah. I forgot we did secretary and treasurer.
where are the slides?
So what's the rule for someone getting voted into an event
Sorry?
if it wants a power event?
Sorry, Rach?
What's the rules for getting voted into events?
So how does voting work with events or?
Oh, events. Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, it's the same as last year. We have a flexible amount of event execs. So we start with the first event exec, we vote for the first event exec. Then we have a yes/no vote for, do we have a second one? Then we vote for the second one if we do. Yes, no vote for the third one, and so on. And you just keep doing it. Basically 2 votes per vote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Secretary done. Next slide. Okay.
I'll go
Okay, so for the role of treasurer, we have two nominees. One is Jacob, and one is Huang in the Discord channel. So I think now Jacob will speak.
Mike,
Yeah.
camera people can see me.
Yes, camera people can see you.
G'day everyone. I've met some of you before, but I don't think everyone. My name's Jacob. I've been the treasurer of the Robotics Society for the past 2 years, and I stepped down on Thursday because I was kind of robotics has been quite a small society for a while now, and it's quite a bit of responsibility. You know, like organising events by yourself was hard, and yeah, I just didn't have a lot of experience joining. I joined during an SGM because the previous treasurer was like, goodbye. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to getting more experience, kind of working with fellow execs, running events. I've run a couple, but it was, you know, I felt like there was just so much more to learn. And I'm really also here for the social aspect. I think it's so important. You know, you can go and watch coding online, or you can, you know, read programming articles, but you know, like you come to UTS partly for the community, and yeah, that's why I want to be treasurer. My availability is all right. At the moment, I'm doing my 6-month internship, which means I'm working 5 days a week, but my evenings are free and my weekends are free, and programming is awesome, so I'm totally happy to commit needed time to events. As far as languages go, I've got experience with TypeScript, so JavaScript, Python, C and Rust. I'm currently 2nd year, going into my 3rd year of a software engineering. I didn't ditch the professional engineering practice, so I've got another 3 years left. You got a lot of mileage out of me if you elect me. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. That's pizza coming, so I don't want to keep them going for too long.
You're not going to mention you organised a Queensland trip?
I organised a Queensland trip,
Including
for Robotics
flights
Society.
and reimbursements.
Flights,
himself.
reimbursements. We didn't do so well, which is kind of a bummer. Volunteering competitions are hard, and it was a pretty fun one. I guess I recommend it if you guys have the time. So I don't want to, simp for RoboSoc, but yeah, it was a good experience.
But what partially reimbursed?
We partially reimbursed flights and we fully reimbursed costs and materials. It was in Brisbane, so a bit of a trek. Not all the members wanted to go as well because real life stuff does get in the way sometimes.
Does RoboSoc have a treasurer now?
They do, and so for the next, I'm not sure when he's available, but I'll be kind of helping him out getting into that role. So talking to Celie earlier and just hearing about how you guys have been doing the treasurer role here. I've got a lot of experience and I'm just keen to get into it. I like spreadsheets. So.
Sounds about right. Any other questions?
I'm curious, obviously you had some pretty creative projects over in RoboSoc. Are there any sort of projects you think would be worthwhile funding for a programming society, or stuff you'd be interested in doing?
Spend money.
Yeah, so there's so much, you guys have so much money, and it's we could just send people around Australia with pamphlets and signs, and we can give people tattoos. No, I'm kidding, but on the, it is good marketing. But, you got your programming competition events been fun. I went to one last year and it was just a blast. That was still recovering after COVID, so the attendance for that one was low. I couldn't go to the one this year, which was a bit of a bummer because it looked like it turned out really, really well and there was some really competitive programming, which is awesome. Merchandise is so important. We had a really good merch person at RoboSoc and it showed. People would just be like, oh yeah, you're the RoboSoc person because you're always walking around wearing the shirt. Like, yeah, I know you, blah, blah, blah. Merch is a big thing. Posters, yeah. Conveniently put that there. Is that on camera? Can we put that on camera? Merch is big. Honestly, just talking to industry partners as well and communicating with members to see, hey, what do you want? Because again, intro subjects, intro courses are so important. And it's kind of tragic you guys couldn't do it this year, hopefully next year. Otherwise, see what people are interested in. Rust is always popular, I think. Sponsor, people dyeing their hair blue. Sorry, Rust jokes. Yeah, that's lots of things. There's lots of things.
Good. Any other questions? Do we pass it over to Nathan?
Does anybody in the Discord call have any questions?
You sound really good. All the best. Also, what size shoe are you?
Clown size. Thanks for asking.
That's I'm a 36. That's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I measured my feet for Freedom Eagles. What's that? Freedom Eagles.
Cool. I'll take that as there being no more questions for Jacob for the moment. And we'll move on to our next candidate. So, Nathan.
The couch.
It's fun to sit on.
Hello. I just want to say something.
Yes.
Yep.
You can take me off the vote because I didn't apply this on purpose and I didn't know that this. So I think Jacob should get it. Absolutely. I'm voting for you myself. So sorry. I just click on the link, click on the treasurer because I didn't know I have to represent. So sorry. I didn't want to have this role.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Sorry about that.
Okay,
I'm voting for Jacob myself. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Do we start the vote?
Yep.
Yeah, true. Sarantis? Ready? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can you?
This is a contested.
Do we have one option or two?
We have two,
Yeah.
Jacob or no Jacob.
Also, there's a button as well where randomly the green button will grey out. I'm currently fighting that.
You have to click out.
Yeah, I click randomly.
That's a little group, but
There we go.
Anyway. Anyone want to say anything about Jacob when he's back?
He's a bitch.
No? For sure.
No, I'll tell that to his face, don't worry.
That's in the minutes now.
I'm so glad. Such a key point on its own.
Okay. We have 3 votes remaining. 2. I think It's not moving. I assume that everybody's voted. If you haven't voted, vote now.
Good enough.
I think we call it in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Wow.
That's fuck. Anyway,
Awesome. Somebody want to bring Jacob back? Cool.
Jacob.
Could we get the secretary to annotate all the timestamps in this video? Okay, I'll do it then.
Isn't that what you make like things in OBS where you like press a button that makes a label for you or something?
It's a bit late.
Is that a thing though for the future AGMs?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I only set up OBS once a year.
True. Anyway, that's it. Yeah.
Welcome to Treasurer for ProgSoc.
Hey.
Cool. And I believe we'll move on to our next position. So our next position is marketing. So we have 2 nominees for this position. One is Vishwas and one is Hung again. So Vishwas has been a member of our general committee for half a year now? 6 months? And he's done an awesome job. So Deepak, our current marketing exec, has been really struggling with time commitments, and Vishwas has really stepped up to that and been doing basically a lot of our marketing for the past 5 months, I want to say. Yeah, and then I've talked a little bit about what Nathan's been up to as well.
We can't see the slideshow.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, thank you.
There's not much there, but here are the names of the people.
Yeah, I needed to see who the names were.
Cool, awesome.
Okay.
So, do you want to come up, Vishwas? Yep. And then, present your key. You're in frame. You're all
A
good.
question before you start talking. How do we pronounce your name? Because everyone says it differently.
Vishwas.
Okay, Vishwas.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So, I've been doing the marketing since the Docker workshop. I called Deepak and then he just like told me everything I had to do. I just did it. So if you like the designs I've made, thank you. But like if you don't, it wasn't me, it was Deepak. I know Canva, Figma. I used to know Photoshop, but then I started using Linux. So yeah, I mean Figma is basically Photoshop. So I know graphic design. Graphic design is my passion. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any questions?
What's your favorite font?
JetBrains Mono.
JetBrains Mono is the favorite font.
In your opinion, what is
Saying graphic design is your passion made me laugh out loud. Like actually out loud.
I was going to ask, in your opinion, what is the official color of ProgSoc?
The official color of ProgSoc.
Exactly. No one seemed to decide.
Very dark blue.
A very dark blue.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Black and white.
Leo, why do you have soundboards on?
I don't know. Yeah.
I also have a question.
Yeah.
It's about the mascot again.
Okay. Do I have to say a mascot?
No, you have to like tell me if you're interested in doing that. How are we gonna revamp the ProgSoc brand?
You sound very emotional.
I am.
I wouldn't mind a mascot, something like the Susop mascot. I think that's nice. Just make a plushie.
We already have a plushie.
Oh.
You mean the curly bracket one?
I need a plushie.
You need a plushie, okay.
I need one.
Just one? Okay. We already have one.
Maybe 2. I'm okay with 2.
Oh, okay, 2 we might actually have to make one, okay.
They could be like a pair.
Yeah, true.
A pair of curly brackets?
Yeah, I think, yeah. No, it's a really good
We have
idea.
curly brackets in our logo, so.
Yeah, we do have curly brackets in our logo. We don't really have anything else for our logo besides curly brackets.
Vishwas, do you have any vision, the marketing vision for how we could improve our marketing / designs for next year?
Yeah, I want to see them revamped.
I don't know,
Rounded corners.
Yeah. Let's change the colors.
Do a Microsoft. And
Windows
just-
11, yeah.
I kind of revamped it already, and I went. I mean, I copied Deepak's thing, but I changed a bit of the items.
Deepex was a copy of Dylan's.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
then,
odd,
like,
right?
all the Figma stuff was all a copy of Dylan's as well.
Yeah, I mean, all I did was put pictures. So.
Dylan marketing.
I think Dylan might be on the call, I can't remember.
Dylan, you there? Dylan's not there.
Yes.
He's putting questions in the chat. Oh. Oh, we've been missing his questions the whole time?
Yeah, you asked someone to say this script in
Oh,
like German.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a question. So Dylan's question is, what merch would you like to introduce next year, other than stickers? Because we have stickers as a given.
Shirts.
You want shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do shirts. And I think Rachel wants the plushie, or Rach wants the plushie.
I had this idea recently, right? So like before, one of the main reasons I was too intimidated by hoodie, or like making a hoodie design, was because
Leo, stop being in the dead zone.
okay, fine, I'll move into right next to Vishwas. I'm not a marketing exec, but yeah, I was just gonna add something about. Am I visible?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to quickly add something, nothing related to marketing, but the main reason why I didn't do hoodies was because I was too intimidated by the design. But then I had the idea, like I went to Advent of Code, and ASCII art is awesome. What do you think of ProgSoc ASCII art merch?
It's difficult with the detail.
Embroidered.
Why don't you just use Dolly?
What?
Dolly.
I heard a visible oh god from our prospective marketing.
I'm pretty sure Apple.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was
Also,
all I had to say. ASCII
It's
art
not that I
would be
want a
nice
mascot, it's that I need a mascot.
You need a mascot. Okay.
I need it.
Celine, mascot.
Rubber duck with curly brace. It's got like a shield. It's like shaped like the curly braces. There's your mascot. I want.
So rubber duck with the shields framed with curly braces apparently.
It's like a little knight. It's got like a shield, and the shield is shaped like a curly bracket. I'm so good at this.
Yo.
Okay, I think there's a couple ideas. Well, you have to make sure to change it up sometimes.
You can talk about it later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Good point. We have extra agenda items later. Anyway, anything else? Any other questions?
Yeah, do you want to, are there any like professional tools you want to buy or use? Let's say you had a budget of, I don't know, $10,000. Theoretically.
Not particularly. I mean, do we get like Figma Pro or?
We're students. We get it for free.
Yeah, I don't.
Plus,
I don't
you
really
use
see
Linux, so
any-
you don't need any Adobe
yeah,
Suite,
I
right?
can't use Adobe Suite, so.
You can use Photo. There's
No,
you're using
Leo.
Arch, right?
No, I'm on Fedora now.
Right, because the AUR has a. Actually, no, it's not the AUR. It's never mind. There's a Git repository that you can clone, and when you run it, it installs Photoshop inside a Git repository configured with Wine, and it works.
That sounds so sketchy.
It
I
works.
wouldn't trust that.
Don't worry, Photoshop's always a bit sketchy.
Yeah, cool.
Nathan?
Yeah, Nathan, do you want to speak?
Hello, can I do the same thing with this role? I think I'm not applying for this.
Okay.
Sorry. Hello?
That's cool, that's cool.
That's fine, yeah. We just
Okay,
got this
okay,
muted
sorry.
so that you wouldn't get any echo. But we're back now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess are we ready to? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think on with the vote then.
True. Leave.
Okay.
Cool. We'll proceed with the vote. We have our candidate. Yeah. Does anybody want to say anything about Vishwas before he comes back in the room?
Back there, can we refresh the page? I don't know. He doesn't want to do anything on marketing, so I like it. It's really
Yeah, he wants to do marketing. I think that's good. We like marketing.
What was said earlier, I'm just saying, like, it's been very obvious just like how much he stepped up.
Yeah.
into
Yeah,
marketing.
because Deepak has basically had he's been constantly busy because of his startup he's working with, and he hasn't been very available recently, basically at all.
I forgot to ask him earlier, but like he's doing software engineering, right?
I think
It's his first year.
Yeah.
So like in terms of years, he has plenty of years ahead of him.
Yep. Cool. We have a lot of votes remaining. If you haven't voted, please vote now. That goes to people online as well.
I just like that he stepped up.
Yeah, he did
I
step
love
up. He
him
massively
step up.
stepped
That's
up. He didn't have to, but he did.
Exactly, that shows a passion for the society. And I think that kind of, initiative will go really far.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't use much more ChatGPT for generating descriptions, but.
Oh, did you use ChatGPT?
What do you want about?
It does emojis and hashtags.
Yeah.
Automated.
What did he use it for?
Instagram
just
is like
event
creatively
descriptions.
bankrupt, it's fine.
Yeah.
But Discord, it feels wrong.
Oh, yeah.
No, you edited it,
You edited a bit for Discord, but Instagram's got a
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was the one off I could give you.
Okay, we've got 4 votes remaining. I don't know where people have gone or people have refreshed their pages or something. But I think we're going to call it there.
Sharon, does you have to close it?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yay. Cool. I will change cameras.
Well, you turn the sound on.
What's up with the sound?
There's no soundboard anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Disable
I was
the
gonna do the
sound.
golf clap.
Anyway, next position?
Let me.
Oh yeah, that.
Ha!
Oh no.
Only.
We have a large
also-
list of people for this role.
Yeah, make sure we can't change it now, but Audrey's on there as well.
So we will. People who already have a role is. How many of those? Okay, cool.
It's basically 3 people.
So.
Sarah, you speak first. I'm going later.
Okay, so we're gonna have our first. So we have quite a few applicants for this role. So we have Holly, who's already been VP. So I think you can't have 2 roles, so we'll leave that there. We also have Leo Sarantis. Mitchell is our secretary, so won't worry about that. And then Han is also there as one of our nominees. So first speaking we'll have. Oh, and then Audrey is also on this list here for their ends.
Can you refresh the slide and change it?
Oh, okay. One sec. Oh, that's the wrong slides. Why do you? Oh, that's why I'm screwing up so much. Because you've turned off that feature.
What feature?
Where it shows the tabs on another screen on this screen.
What?
At the bottom of
I
the.
did not touch. No, I'm not sure that I did. Yeah, okay.
It's a Windows feature where if you extend your screen, it shows only the tabs on the current screen at the taskbar at the bottom. There we go. Cool.
I'm Sarantis. I am a 3rd year Bachelor of Science in IT student, which I think I've named to Bachelor of IT. This is technically my last year, but I'm also staying next year to do my honors. I've been a part of ProgSoc for 2 years now. This was my 2nd year. Last year I was the CSO, which I've forgotten what it stands for. I think Chief Systems Officer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We didn't know for a little while, I think. Then this year I was events because we ended up removing the role because it wasn't really needed. But yeah, this year for events, I didn't do much in terms of the workshops, if anything at all. I might have booked one, but I helped quite a bit for the programming competition. I set up the Wi-Fi network that we ended up using to have all of our members connect and to help try prevent cheating. I also I'm also the secretary of Anime, and I sort of speak with Activate a lot and meet with them quite often. So I'm sort of in the know in terms of what's going on with Activate and the university, and that has helped a few times this year. Yeah, I guess that's basically it. Yeah, I'm running again this year as events. I'd be happy to help out with the programming competition again, maybe workshops, and I'll probably continue with my knowledge about Activate and what's going on there, and happy to meet with them as well. So yeah, that's all.
Does anybody have any questions?
I guess what have you learned from your experience as being events? And what do you want to do next year?
In terms of what I've learned, I learned about the Wi-Fi network for the programming competition, and I wouldn't say, I guess I haven't really learned much in terms of events in ProgSoc, at least this year. I think last year I helped out more in terms of events. and I learned quite a bit last year, but this year I was a little bit more reserved in terms of our workshops. In terms of events this year, I think that's what you asked. I think a couple of others have said, and I also agree, we should try to focus on like some sort of weekly meetup or regular meetups. That would be incredibly beneficial because like the one time that I spoke with, 1 or 2 times that I've spoken with people after our workshops have been like incredibly beneficial, and I've learned a lot like about my course and jobs and a bunch of other things. Communication is incredibly important. And yeah, as well, I think a lot of others have said, one of the big parts of university is networking, right? And I think a big part of ProgSoc that we need to tap into a lot more is that networking part. You can't know what you don't know. So one big thing that people struggle with is that they don't know what they're missing out on. So having some sort of regular meetup just to talk and discuss and to network would be incredibly beneficial, I think. Because from a personal experience, I was like completely unaware in terms of like how I would handle employment next year if I was to graduate this year and if I was to finish. And just from like the one time I like met people after a workshop, I learned quite a bit about like graduation roles and employment opportunities and stuff like that. Just didn't know, and I didn't know those existed, and I wouldn't have unless I met with people. So that is something I really would push into, and I'm hoping maybe I can do as well next year.
One thing I'd say, because like I'm going to leave with Serentis after outside for voting, so I can't say behind his back, but Serentis is good at helping with bigger events, but with smaller events he's busy with anime instead.
Yeah, because yes, anime, I'm hoping to reapply as the secretary for anime, so that won't change. I'll be doing my honors next year as well, which I'm not 100% sure in terms of time management how that's going to go. If I'll have more or less time, I really don't know. It probably might stay the same. And yeah, as smaller events it can be a little harder to, and also with smaller events too, my help kind of wasn't needed. It seemed like the other executives had things handled.
But yeah, in terms of bigger events, he has a lot of understanding of Activate and
for the programming competition, it was like an all hands on deck thing, and I was very happy to help with that. But for the workshops, I think most things were sort of handled, and I,
How do we prioritize these events?
Which events?
As in ProgSoc or anime, which one would we prioritize?
Just whichever one's bigger, I guess. Whichever
events are bigger at the time.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. Whichever event is bigger and needs the help more is what I did. Because with, for example, the programming competition, I'm the secretary for anime. I just missed the meeting that I was supposed to write notes for because the programming competition was like it was a very stressful time and we needed to set something up.
We couldn't have done the programming competition the way we did it without Serentis.
So definitely I'm happy to help here more than anime if need be, which I did this year for the programming competition.
You got any big events that you want to try and organize for ProgSoc this year?
I'm not sure in terms of big events because I think in terms of for ProgSoc, I don't really have any particular ideas. Just the meeting networking one I think would be the most beneficial as well. Programming competition definitely stay. We could maybe do more than one a year, but I'm not sure how WiseTech sponsorships would work. Because I know WiseTech sponsors our current one every year, more or less.
Well, for the past 2 years in a row, so you can say every year.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get them again. Maybe we could try doing a second one with them.
Well, I think hackathon would be nice, but we want to do a hackathon.
Yeah, we had a few issues with the hackathon.
We'll talk about it later after the
business.
So you mentioned like having more meetings for networking and stuff. What would be the structure for that, or is that just kind of something you just sort of figure out?
Yeah. Well, in terms of structure, there wouldn't really be a structure. I think it would just be some sort of hangout thing. Like every week we'll meet somewhere on the campus and just hang out and talk. We might have drinks or snacks or something like that to entice people to come and swing by. Free food always helps. We've got 10 grand as well. Might as well spend a little on snacks. I think that would help entice people to come every week, and hopefully people can just talk and mingle like that. I think execs would play a big part in participation. They'll should hopefully try to get a time where we can all, or most execs can attend, to try and entice others and members to join as well, and possibly ask execs any questions that they might have, and we'll go from there, hopefully.
I mean, that kind of conversation has been around for a while. I'd say like the main reason why we didn't do that was mainly just me, because I didn't have the capacity for doing 2 clubs at once a lot, while Sebastian doesn't have 2 clubs. So yeah, we'll have a lot more capacity for that.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, and another thing too, I think having as many execs as possible attend would be really beneficial.
Yeah.
And this year, like time management for like all the execs to try to align was a bit of a challenge, I think, a couple of times. And trying to do it regularly each week was quite difficult. But
Yeah,
it starts.
it's always an issue with that because a lot of the execs in ProgSoc either they're looking for a job, have a job,
Yeah.
or
That's the perennial problem.
But
yeah.
if we start, I think hopefully,
Damn,
like,
it's so employable.
Yeah.
if we start early, because I think the idea for regular meetups was brought up in like May, was kind of
Way before that. No, it's been brought up like once every few months.
I know, but like, I think the first time it was like solidly considered was like a bit later.
Maybe.
Because I know this has been an idea for a few years, I think, but I'm really gonna push for it myself because that like 1 or 2 opportunities where I did like mingle with people more really did pay off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna push for it more myself.
That's good. Any other questions?
Yeah, I'm just asking, wondering, you're still on the anime exec? Or?
I am going to become a ghost executive likely, as in like I'm resigning, but they're not going to let me resign because I have too much. I've done too much for the web programming side, so yeah, I'll need to stay around to help them transition to the future.
Okay.
People. But yeah, I won't be doing as much programming.
Like you built their blogging platform.
Yeah, I built their entire website, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of code involved.
He won't be picking up anything new probably
Yeah.
as well. It'll just slowly be decreasing his workload over time, I believe. That's the plan.
Cool.
Should I talk?
Are there any questions firstly on people from the Discord channel? I'll take that as a no. And next we have Leo to talk about his.
Well, so you have pretty sure everyone knows me because so I've been president for the past 3 years. Well, technically I was vice president the first year, but I was forced to become president. So yeah, I've just kind of existed around, figured out how to be an exec in the first place, figured out how to be a president after that, figured out how to make sure the club doesn't fall apart. Anyway, it's been a wild ride. Now, on one hand, like I'm resigning from president, both because I'm not allowed to be president again because we have a 2-year limit, and I've been here for 3 years. And B, because I want other people to have a go, hence why I didn't apply for things like treasurer as well, because I wanted other people to have a go as well. But I still want to stay around because I love the society, and that's why I am going for the lowest position remaining that no one, everyone wants to go for events as well, but it's the lowest position remaining, and I might as well go for there and help out with future events and so on. I'd say my points are similar to everyone else's. How I love speaking to people after workshops. There's so many interesting conversations that you can have. I love people enjoying the programming competition. I'm going to help with organizing the next year's competition, hackathon, and so on. It will be much easier to do that now that I don't need to worry about the high-level president stuff. So I can actually just focus on one thing, making sure Whitestick is fine, or making sure just focus on more specific parts of it and enjoy the process more. And of course, support the next president while I'm there around as well. Yeah, any questions?
Any questions from people in Discord? We have a question.
I just want to thank Leo for all the hard work he's done over the years, especially covering for me when I got really sick during COVID. Because, this society would be literally dead without you. You've done so much for everyone here, so we really thank you for your service. And, we look forward to seeing whatever happens in the future for you.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing what the society in the future. Sorry?
What you have done cannot be overstated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now.
There's a question from Dylan in the chat for everyone. So, okay. What's one event ProgSoc's never had that you'd like to introduce? He specifically mentioned for all nominees. I don't know.
You want to do that after all nominees are here? After all nominees have spoken? Including
Yeah, we'll just do that all in one go.
Yeah. We need to have Nathan and Audrey speak. So Audrey, you want to go?
We'll do in-person people first. So Audrey, if you want to step up,
Yeah.
and yeah. Welcome back to presenting.
Where's the laptop?
Nah, I just have some notes.
Oh, okay.
Some notes, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I should introduce myself again.
No, don't worry about
Just
it.
like to say why you're interested in events. Like talk a bit more about events.
Yeah. I have some things to improve if I'm working on events. I think documentation could be good. Like I like what you do for the web development documentation of Notion.
Yeah.
But you only do it for like part 1 and then.
Yeah. It was very impressed. There wasn't actually any new documentation for part 2.
Yeah, but I like that. So I think it would be good to keep when we run events. It would be good to have something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Blogs as well.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
blogs, but it's not active.
Yeah, I've been trying to push for it, but I myself have been not writing things as well. So like,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. And we have a lot of draft posts that have not been posted.
There are a lot of draft posts.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, they're very valid points.
And yeah, what I mentioned about camera for online events. So, I mean, like offline events would have camera and
That's something we can spend money on.
Yeah.
Most rooms have a camera.
Oh, okay.
Every screen, like one of those Willy screens.
Yeah.
They have cameras built in.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Also in workshops, I think it would be good if we can, if the presenter could speak with a mic on.
Yeah, that would be a really good
Because,
idea.
yeah, especially if you're presenting, you speak quite fast, and and the people at the back might not hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be good. Food.
And we've had food at every workshop because we realized we have too much money, might as well.
And also, people like food. A lot of the time, the decision to include pizza is a lot of spur of the moment. The day before, we go, "Should we have pizza?" And then we go, "Yep." It's not really part of the planning process sometimes.
Yeah, well, that was like it for the first pizza workshop we did this year, and after we're like, people are asking for pizza, just keep advertising pizza. But yeah, and of course, we're gonna have food again.
Yeah.
Can I just say, look into what Activate offers because you get half off.
You mean the underground?
Oh,
Underground.
Yeah.
That's a question for Sorrentus because he knows. Oh,
Yeah, but we can save like $3,000.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we can spend
exactly.
like $6,000 on food.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's assume we have a $10,000 food budget.
Well, marketing doesn't want any of it. So.
True.
And then in terms of events, I think, more networking events would be good. We could do, I don't know, we don't really need sponsors, do we?
We need sponsors, but that's more of like, actually, we never ended up speaking about sponsors, basically.
General talking afterwards.
Yeah.
We can have a chat about sponsorships and what we'd like to do.
Right.
I mean, it's not say related to events. We never had a club sponsor as long as I've been here, but when it comes to events, we usually pick sponsors on the go. Like, we think, hey, would Wisec probably be interested in this? Hey, let's contact Wisec. Would Striver be interested in this? Let's contact Striver. Striver was not interested in this. But
it's a great arrangement, and we see no reason to change that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably invite some external speakers as well.
Oh, yeah.
And then surveys. I think we should do surveys at the end of every event.
Yeah, like post-workshop stuff. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. And then GitHub projects. I think we should.
Oh, you mean like the ProgSoc project kind of deal, right?
Yeah. Like invite more people to contribute.
Yeah, definitely.
That'll be good.
Yeah, that's something that you and Ollie were really pushing for, and of course I want to push for as well, but I never managed to figure it out.
I tried.
I tried, but I didn't try hard enough. I'll just say that. Yeah.
It's definitely a kind of chicken and egg problem.
Yeah, it is.
Because some people want to contribute to one that already exists, and other people don't like.
For context, Audrey is one of the few people who actually contributed to one of our open projects so far.
A little bit.
A little bit. But it was a good contribution. There's some fucked up padding though. We need to fix that later.
Really? Alright. Okay. And then I have some comment in terms of like just general stuff. I think we should do more marketing. Like right now, the only social media channels where we're active is on Discord.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people are on a lot of other social media platforms,
Like
Instagram, Facebook.
We stopped using Facebook because we thought like, who cares about Facebook?
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
occasionally
yeah.
post to Instagram because
I
if
think
someone's
Instagram is good. Instagram is good.
on one hand, I'd say Instagram is
and if we do Instagram, we might as well do Facebook because you can post both at the same time.
Who cares about Facebook? You love them, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Like,
Might as well.
yeah, I don't know. It was my decision to make the marketing workload easier for the marketing people, especially Deepak. But also, if we want to bring it back, I'm not going to say anything.
And also emails probably is more important.
Events?
Yeah, emails. And
We
for
we
events.
very rarely send out emails to people. We have offers from the FEIT to be in their newsletter every now and again. They always ask clubs to be in it. That'd be something that would be really good as well.
I would say spamming everyone with like ProgSoc emails every time would be weird. We already end up in spam chats for the AGM post alone. We got into spam. So I don't want to do too much. But
monthly summaries are really good. If like for the future, like what are we doing this month? Really
Maybe,
good.
yeah.
I feel like it's better opt-in.
Yeah, something like text box.
yeah, so an opt-in newsletter and/or FEIT newsletter.
Yeah, we should probably have a meeting about that as well, separately.
Because some people might not use Discord.
Yeah,
Although you would argue that most programmers would use Discord.
Yeah, but we wanna. So one of the goals of society is to teach people about programming and introduce it to them as well.
Right.
So if you look at the old mission statement that used to be on the old archive, it's very not just teach people who already know about programming, it's introduce people to programming overall as well. So I think it'd be good to branch out a bit.
Right. Then we should at least emphasize that we're more active on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, Nathan?
I think there may be an online question.
Oh.
Theoretically. Rach, did you have a question?
Yeah. So, if we migrate to a new service like TikTok, can you show us the official ProgSoc TikTok dance?
Wait, what was the question again? Sorry?
If we were to start a TikTok account, what dance would we do?
Oh.
Bite
I don't know. I can't dance, so I don't know.
Like the robot or?
I
think that's.
Speaking
I think
of Twitter, we need to reserve a handle just in case we haven't already. But yeah.
Right.
We need to reserve all the handles.
Yeah, true.
Did I figure out Mastodon?
LinkedIn.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
We have LinkedIn. Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else?
Okay, I think that's it for questions.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nathan?
And finally,
Oh.
Yeah,
I just want to add some ideas. So for me, the main two things about university, the main 2 points of university is to become a better programmer, like a better student, to learn more, and then to socialize, to meet new people, to make connections, and we should tap on the connection part, and we should do just that, like socializing events, like I'm talking movie nights, game nights, stuff like that, and then like I would kill for something like when I show someone like Leo my code, and then he provide me some feedback on it, because he's so brilliant,
like
like we should do events like that, like to make us become better programmers, and like to talk with other programmers, to socialize. That's just some ideas. Just not just programming related. We can do movie nights, game nights.
Watching hackers would be cool.
Right. Watching, was it iRobot?
Okay, I have a question.
What made me fall in love with programming? The movie Social Network, like with how Mark Zuckerberg like do like that and become like that. That's just made me fall in love with programming, and that's how I found programming. That's how I fall in love with it. Have you seen it? The Social Network?
Yeah, I think most of us might have or heard of it at least. So
Yeah,
has anybody got
I think we should do this. Yeah.
Any questions at all?
Can he hear us?
Yep.
Okay. I have a question. Do you have any ideas for a workshop you'd want to run? Of course, workshops aren't going to be our only events, but do you have any ideas for a workshop you'd want to run?
Workshop?
Yeah, that you would want to run.
Like the content?
Yeah, just an overall idea.
So I think in the Australian market, job market is mostly web development. So we should talk more about web development. We should be doing back end stuff because there's no demand in Australia for that. So very high demand in Australia for is web dev. So we should do more web dev stuff.
Like, is that something you'd personally want to run though? Like I'm asking, what kind of workshop would you want to run if web dev is fine then? Yeah.
So I think I'm just not good enough yet to run my own workshop.
You don't want
Like,
you don't want to run your own one?
Like I'm not good enough a programmer yet, so to run my own workshop. You know what I mean?
No, like
I can provide ideas on that, but I can't run it like
because like
by myself, like real like chef. You know?
My reasoning is that you sound like someone who's here to try learn a lot, like improve yourself.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if because like one of the best things, like one of the most interesting things you can do is try hosting an event, like you being the speaker, you being the host, and if there's anything like my recommendation is try putting yourself out there and really give it a go. And that's why I asked the question just in case you had any ideas already. But like, yeah, I really do recommend just if you become an executive here, try to go out of your way to run at least one event and see.
Okay.
Yeah. But do you have any more comments about that? Like further comments about what you want to try if you become an exec? Because we're all here to learn. Like, we're not getting paid. We're only doing it because it's really fun and we're learning. Like, I became an executive not knowing how to be a president, and I was supposed to be a president, and I'm thankful to that. It's like it's been an experience. But yeah, so what would you try to do? How would you put yourself out there?
So I would maybe probably run a web dev workshop if I really try. Yeah.
Do you have any other ideas for like not necessarily workshops, but just any kind of events you'd want to try doing? Doesn't matter. We're not going to force you, but is there anything you'd want to try? Just
so maybe like an events like where you just come there and you show other people your code. That's it. And then we improve. Like we take on opinions, we process the opinions, and we go on it. Yeah, and we improve our code.
Yeah.
You know, like I would love to like have opinions on my code, steps or Leo's idea. The opinions on code because they're so good, and I can learn from them. You know, what ideas like come to me, I process it, I become a better version of myself. You know what I mean? Like just something like that. Or movie nights. That's like inspire us to become a better person. A game night, we are socialized. Like we can talk with them. We have like their contact in the future. They're gonna contact that. Like maybe they got a job for us for the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Any other questions?
Oh, I suppose we'll ask Dylan's question.
Oh yeah, Dylan's question.
So, what's one event ProgSoc has never had that you would like to introduce all event nominees?
Do event nominees want to like
They're
step
going
up?
to claim the get together event as their own.
Surely we all just say the get together event. I mean, yeah, I said it like up on stage, and I guess I'll just continue. Like the get together event, I think would be really beneficial.
Yeah.
And I mean, I technically I do the weekly anime event already, so I guess I could probably do it. Yeah.
Would you be able to do 2 weekly events every week?
The anime one's gotten easier because Activate's gotten used to me. It's like, oh, it's this guy again. I'm gonna book 10 events. So I mean, yeah.
Maybe the trainers vanquished.
Would they be running in parallel with anime though? Because like Friday night is the best time to run it, right? Every other club does Friday night as well.
Well, like the issue is every
Regular
other
club does Friday, right?
no.
Tuesday.
Oh,
It depends on when exits are available.
Okay.
That would be very important.
Yeah.
I'm never available Fridays.
Yeah, just to throw it out there, we could do alternating like fortnightly.
Yeah,
Maybe one Friday, one maybe a bit earlier during the week.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
You want to be open for as many people as possible.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, cool. So it seems like the most popular event that everybody wants to do is this social event that runs regularly.
Actually, it's hard to say event that ProgSoc has never done before because we've been a society.
Yeah, we have
30
done this
years.
before.
For as long as I haven't been here, I've been here, we have not done a hackathon, and that's my answer.
Yeah.
Highest altitude programming competition.
What?
Oh, really?
I don't know where we'd go.
Is it this Highlander moment?
Yeah.
Audrey, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I said it on the stage as well, industry rep.
Oh, sure, yeah. For as long as I've been here, we haven't done any industry panels, reps, any kind of those events as well. Because I never felt confident enough in it.
So because of that, yeah, that's a great kind of event to look into if anyone has industry people that would like to invite.
We get back on Facebook, reconnect with some of the old members.
Anyway, Nathan, do you have any ideas?
Yeah.
Nathan?
Look, come back.
Paradigm workshop.
Like ideas for what? Sorry.
Like the event you would run that hasn't been run before.
A movie night.
Movie night?
Like yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good. Anyway, can we go out?
Yes, yes.
Yep. We're gonna need somebody to take over the dashboard from Sarantis. We also need to remember how we're doing. We need to accept people who all of a sudden have to change devices. Do you have it on your phone, Sarantis?
I got it on my phone, yeah.
Okay, good. So the format of this is so we'll vote for our first events position. Then we'll have a follow-up vote saying, do we need another position, another person? And then if yes, then keep going, etc. Keeps going.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I think we bring everybody in after all those votes have been done.
Wait, Leo.
Sebastian?
Did you say pick up for pizza 6:15?
Sebastian?
It's 6:15 now.
Yeah. Okay. Does that mean anyone wants to go with me? I'll just head out for pizza.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Sebastian.
Yes, Nathan, I can hear you. Definitely.
Could you put me out of the vote? Because I'm voting for Leo.
Oh, you're voting for Leo? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm putting me off the vote. Yeah.
Then afterwards, you just go.
Ollie, Nathan wants to vote for Leo, so he doesn't want to be part of the voting. He doesn't want to be an option.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. All sorted?
What? There's not running.
No, Nathan isn't running. All right. Fine. Cool.
Okay. We're ready.
Yeah. I will change screens, put up the board. If you haven't already joined into the voting system, it's just that QR code there and somebody will accept you if your student email's in there.
Level 1?
I think so.
Oh. Is this on?
Hope so.
It hasn't. It's gone grey again. Ah, sorry.
There we go.
You have to add and then remove again, and then it fixes.
Okay, cool.
Right. How many people left on the line? I dipped down as well. Okay, yeah.
So we'll say we'll call it in 10 seconds, roughly. Just because there's a lot of people that have left the Discord call, and yeah.
It definitely doesn't help you.
He's not in the voting pool.
Oh, yes.
Cool. So 3, 2, 1. Cool. I think we'll close it there.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
What?
So,
That's interesting.
First past the post, Audrey.
okay, so we have our first new events executive, which is Audrey.
Yep.
So that's our first vote. So now we'll do a vote saying whether or not we need a second events executive. Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Hopefully that one goes rather quickly, and we can run and pick up pizza quickly. Alright, cool. I'm going to call it in 5 seconds. Actually, somebody want to check to see if they've voted? Just to make sure the people out the room have actually remembered to do the second vote. Cool.
Yep.
Then I'll consider everybody in this room as having voted.
Yep.
Down to 4 votes remaining online. And we'll end it there.
Yes, we do.
Cool. We do need another vote. Awesome. Our 2 remaining candidates being Leo and Sarantis. Cool. I'll probably finish this one when it goes to about 6 or 5 votes.
You got to 4 last one.
Here we go.
Okay, I'll end it in. This has been rather quick. Are we all good? Everyone in the room has voted?
2,
Oh, 3 remaining. Awesome. Cool.
Okay.
2,
2 remaining. I guess somebody must have left properly. Okay, cool. I think we'll close it there.
Yay.
Yay, Leo's back. Cool. And then, so we now have we have 2 events executives, and we'll see if we need a third. So that's Leo and Audrey for the moment. And the next vote, if we need another events executive, is up. I encourage people to vote. Cool. Everyone in the room voted? Do you want to make sure they voted outside?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. I enjoy using this system. This system is good when it works. Cool. Just double checking everybody online has voted. Cool. I'll be ending it in 5 seconds. Cool. I think we'll close it there. Cool.
How does that work?
Just Sarantis on I need to make it have like a Discord integration so that people who have left the call but are still members may still vote. But I'd argue that they have to be present at an AGM in order to vote.
I mean, it'd be cool to see like.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it was more stable.
More stable? I haven't had any issues. No, it's been pretty reliable. Still don't agree with how Leo structured it, but anyway.
Implementation, one of those problems.
The implementation's a bit funky.
Yeah.
But it actually works surprisingly well.
We changed the colour of the buttons. That's alright, we should round the buttons a bit more.
Round the buttons a bit more, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We have 5 votes remaining. Has everybody in person voted? Cool. And then I'll assume everybody online has voted now. Cool. We'll close it there.
Yay.
Awesome. So now we have our 3 new events executives, and I don't believe we need another vote.
No.
Should we vote again?
No, we should not. We not vote again. We need to go get our pizza.
None has their chance.
Bring them all in. We'll quickly wrap that up, and then we'll run and go get pizza.
What about general business?
We'll do general business after we go get the pizza, I think.
We can do it over pizza.
Yeah,
over pizza. Cool. And here come all 3 of our new events executives. Well, all 2. Has Leo run to go get pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
He doesn't want it.
He's going to get the pizza.
He's not grateful. Damn. Yeah. Awesome. That's a great outcome for our. I think that concludes all of our executive positions.
Yes.
Yep.
Welcome to all our new executives, and welcome back to those who are joining us once again. So now we've got our pizza pickup set for 6:30.
Yep.
So we'll probably take an intermission break while we wait for pizza to come and wait for Leo to come back.
Yeah.
From then, once the pizza has arrived, we'll move on to general business, and we'll talk about that in between bites of pizza.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for people online joining us for voting for our new executives and just generally. We will continue to do general business after this as well if you want to stick around.
Alright, cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much to everybody who attended. Yeah, we're going to keep this call going as well.
Alright, cool.
Does the voice channel have that on? That's what I created. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. So we'll have to stream.
There is a way to tell, because the first message will be an announcement, but it's a temporary channel. Which I don't think it is.
What library do you use for that? Discord.js?
Yeah, it's Discord.js based. It has issues where sometimes people will leave a channel and it'll try and delete it twice. But that's me not queuing events properly. So if the bot crashes in the middle of somebody leaving a channel and trying to delete it, it'll try and delete it again and just error out.
Leo.
Leo is currently not here.
Leo is absent.
Leo's
Oh
gonna go
my
get
god, I
pizza.
just missed him.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Oh, okay.
But if you're on campus, you could totally come and say hello to Leo.
I'm so far away.
Same. No.
Right, bye bye.
Bye then. I assume that was somebody from anime.
I would assume so too. No?
No?
Oh.
Just a random? Okay, great. Yeah, cool.
Hey.
Yesterday.
Oh.
Planning December AGM. So I saw the notification. I spoke to Max.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
ProgSoc RSS feed?
Theoretically, it should just work.
Yeah, okay. Oh, like with Ghost?
Ghost has it built in and you can subscribe to it, it's just not very easily
Are
findable.
we keeping Ghost around?
I don't know, because we can blog through, what's the platform called? MK Docs?
I know, like, so the long-term plan there is to migrate to all of those blog posts across?
With the blog posts, there's guides, there's workshops, and then there's sometimes just general blog posts about like status update type things.
Yeah.
I don't know what we want to do with that.
Yeah, I suppose the general stuff probably best to remain on the website.
And it also does look very nice from a presentation point of view. We can customize MK Docs to an inch of its life. If you've seen the example of MK Docs material.
There's heaps of plugins.
Yeah, I've got basically all of them enabled. Yeah.
Tom, you mentioned what fuzzing was earlier.
Yeah.
There's a write-up from the workshop on the docs.progsoc.org
Okay.
/events/fuzz 2023 maybe? I don't know if that I don't know if that's quite right. I don't know how Sense organised it.
I think it may have the year.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can just go on here, can't we?
I spent far too much time doing that I haven't gotten around to finishing the Rust workshop one.
Pen testing, denial of service attacks.
Yeah, so often fuzzing will look for denial of service attacks.
There we go.
Yeah.
Great man input. Very good.
Okay. Nearly had
Yeah, let's just go to 2023.
Yeah.
And this is all just markdown. So if there's no issues if we need to change hosting or anything. It's all static as well.
Cool.
Which is a big advantage over stuff like Ghost and the old, was it MediaWiki is what the wiki used to be built on? Mm-hmm. Is that it's a proprietary database format, all that sort of thing. And it isn't easily editable. Yeah.
You mean the DBMS or the MediaWiki format itself?
Yeah. So you can contribute to it, but you can't migrate it between products, if that makes sense. Like, because this is just Markdown, you can just copy paste it, put it anywhere.
Yeah.
I do want to immortalize some of the stuff on old archive on here.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes, or what ends up happening with that.
So what was TFM like in the era of old archive, like MediaWiki? Did the wiki become...
TFM was actual book, actual manual.
Yeah.
Rendered in LaTeX.
Yeah.
And which we used to sell copies of at O-Days. And it was actually
it was very complete.
Text, like Society of Science, you know, but faculty of the design or school of.
Yeah.
SOS. There we go.
Is there a full PDF?
Oh, you probably have to go to the other URL by TFM, which takes you to an archive, and you can find like 97 2003.
Yes, so if you go, what is it?
I might have it.
It's the printed publication.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's all.
So TFM Wiki, did the wiki kind of become an extension of TFM? Or?
I suppose, because someone did ask me to put all the stuff in the wiki. Yeah, so there was a belated run of TFM 2013, which like no one bought.
Okay. So
it was largely based on TFM 2003. So I added a chapter of version control and a bunch of
Okay, so nothing from the wiki.
No. So this is all the. So yeah, then I didn't do PDF scans. I probably should have in retrospect. But what I did was convert them to HTML.
Well, I mean, it would just
I did an OCR scan of the places, like the Sun User Guide, our first publication from 1900.
Yeah, this is the HTML version of the original one.
I mean, obviously, we lost all the physical copies that were in the room. Yeah, but that's all right. I have all these. I know all these people that have copies.
What's the latex? Is the latex source?
Should be. Otherwise, we just guess.
For 2013, yeah, it should be something. Like, definitely on my machine, I can go put that into the what do you call it, GitHub.
Yep.
Okay.
But the search for the 90s era latex.
On it, that would be the.
Oh, like just for the extra stuff.
Yeah, it's evolved over time. We should revive it from 2013.
Yeah, because I thought it would be. I don't know, Wiki kind of is very similar to a compendium.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, in book format, you generally want to be a little bit more concise, otherwise you end up with.
Yeah.
I think
that was the reason
yeah.
So one of these here, I got they're all the same model. Turns out it's too new. I've done it anyway.
Oh yeah, so this is the Sun User Guide.
So just got one.
Like Luke, okay.
I've 6 to school. They're all
So is
there a really cool like the scientist lab? Yeah. That was actually
it's probably not there anymore.
Yeah, they don't actually have they specification for like the CPU also have it's
several places like the computer or time share.
So what's time share system? Is that a just has a lot of? Is it single user at a time or up to? Okay, but just up to.
I did drive it.
What's the time share?
Yes.
Oh, okay, this is just what it was. I know I was, yeah, like I was going to say, but somewhere up, I think on the computer science, down the corner, there's like an extra something.
Yeah.
But I don't know whose it is.
It's a very strange.
It's not plugged in.
Laptop. Like it released Windows 8.
That's where ProgSoc stuff was.
We were like having a chat.
So it wasn't, was it a ProgSoc group of software?
There was a ProgSoc.
Oh, but over here.
There was not.
Okay.
We were at this
yeah, because like I've seen this one, it's now just enormous like
I don't remember.
Yeah, that happens.
So she's 2015
I did?
Yep. It took a while to boot.
Then
it was moving to
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
And then we had another side up, and then we had shots, and then we went to sidebar, we had a cocktail, and then we went to we're gonna go grab some food. So we went to the grill because she's allergic to egg. And so we ended up going to the Super Sausage. So we went there, we both went to ramen, but we were not sober enough to go do cafe. So, and then we had sidebar, and we had
I know everything about this is
shots, and a bunch of cranberry, and then we're like, hey, it's kind of dead in here, let's go to Scary Canary. So we went to Scary Canary,
yeah,
one carrot and another shot.
Yeah, I definitely want to bring back to it. But I'm not sure, yeah, how to balance the curated nature of multiple places. Is everything
people.
I have noticed that
That's Good Friday, yes.
So what's the battery will keep enough battery.
Like by 2013, that battery was
This is like a laptop. It gets receiving power, but battery will not use the same.
It's like sign up day for subjects. We're going to go in and sit down with somebody shit.
Not enough to turn on.
Basically, it's TFM, not this new resurrection. Mostly from scratch.
Because like, I mean,
Or should it
take them because there's no
Oh my god, no, it was funny because she like didn't realize that I was my whole life that is in the same level like on top of me, it was like no fun tomorrow. Like we were sad with like
Yeah, but I definitely feel their problem. What used to be the inside cover. What TFM was. So that's sent me another thing last week.
It's not, yeah, it's not integrated.
Yeah, I know. I just assumed it was in like Illuminati.
Very basic.
I mean, when people say that now, it's like, oh, Illuminati. You said it very like
That's the way it is. But I should have
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was bummed you were going to bed. I'm like, what a loser.
Yeah. Well, I found out you changed one random game. It's got a long story.
Well, I mean, kids these days still use the game, right?
It's free. That runs pretty well.
Not regular.
I didn't set it to this.
There was a guy who attended completely I guess he's very really suggesting this. He's like, how do I share my extension project from the tech?
I find normal Windows was pretty fine. Windows was too new. Windows was
Gravy, shadows.
Oh yeah, what is it we do? Take that
My sister can fall up into that state. When I said cozy, I started to I told her so. Oh, okay.
Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, then I told him like, I tried once to commit to Linux, and it worked for a few months until I wanted to play a game that was like I spent hours trying to rank all the
You Googled it? I was
$12 each, $30.
What?
Yeah.
I'm happy to pay a portion.
Nah, it's okay.
Someone talks to the treasurer.
Hey, no, it's busy. Hey, we can eat. It's more than I thought, but sure.
What do we got?
You get
I was so confused. I was like, what is this?
that's the England 3 take slices. Way larger than I thought it would be. On your I know. As you found it has
We finished and now we're going to up this. I've noticed margarita. How to change the color. Wow.
not right.
Yeah, not but stuff like
Yeah. It's not the best looking piece I've had.
Guys, this isn't enough for dinner, right? Like, would you guys want to go out after this as well?
I would be especially if random people just come.
Car park's open 24 hours.
I had my car right, so I'm not going to go to bed.
We don't have that much pizza.
I just bounced overnight. I was on charge for stuff and for the next day.
So luckily my house doesn't have like a parking.
Yeah, I don't want to park right in the street and start to pay hourly. I drove there. It was really fun. I hate driving. It's the worst. When I got to the car park, I just like started swearing in German. I just wouldn't. It's a weekend, which means there are flat rates, and also this is a semi-long event. And everyone will be to drive home afterwards.
There's no justification.
Just finished at 3 a.m.
Yes, so, yeah.
I told you guys when I was trying to get back. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, park it. Park it here and I'll take it further down.
I don't know, maybe this is like, wait, is some workstations what ETS had like everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, not everywhere.
What is it? Deserted. No, no more stuff.
And my car is important.
Oh,
Lucky. Like, like as if they were familiar with Unix.
Yeah, a little bit. I've used like I had to use it
They interacted at the end.
for
Yeah. And I only had one key. Then you had to use.
Oh, that was locked in there.
No, yeah. And then my car.
Unix is like standard. It's like a bigger thing, so like
Very weird.
OS. It's Unix.
operating.
So I was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I couldn't go.
Yeah, even on emulators, you just want to be able to use
I didn't have the key in the car because they couldn't get it. And I get there in the morning and it said please stay overnight. So now we had the entire day break, which was like double what it was supposed to be.
I just remember like basically having to code.
My main hack is deterrent.
Instead of like
Honestly,
using software.
anyway, I don't stay overnight.
It was like you have to like code every single
Late at night, I'm not going to drive.
But everyone seems to
Public transport runs till at least roughly.
It's like more fun. 4 years.
I can fuck around with
Is it a bit more like
I couldn't go home for another 2 hours.
It depends what you're doing though. So like if you're trying to do workstation
I'm
stuff,
very
like
lucky that for
video
some random
editing,
reason I had a plate.
it's going to be hard.
Like,
I'll park it in your car.
But other than that, it's pretty good. Gaming has gone pretty far. Yeah, like most of the places. Nothing that uses.
I didn't know they had events there.
As long as you're not using NVIDIA system.
That's not.
I've noticed a lot of the graphic design guys usually not sure why.
They make a lot of money.
It's more stable.
I tried. AGM is one to enjoy the.
Have you used the iMac?
Should be an MGM.
The networking labs in level 10 are mostly always unlocked, and there's no task. And like, and they have like everything like remote, and they're not useful. But
I hate Mac OS.
I do too. I had to use it for Photoshop.
Hopefully, a lot of the new events exactly.
I mean, it was really good because if you kind of learn it has SDJ, like you can actually
We had a lot of
SDJ capability and Cam is very like basic. Yeah. So it has its limitations.
There are some. There are photos.
The UI is
It's so limited.
Yeah.
But if you know like the ways around it, that's why I like it more. Like I just know all the shortcuts for Cam and also I did Illustrator when I
graphic design in graphics.
Yeah, and you like had to
It's like web-based CAD. It's actually, I didn't mind it. It's pretty good.
I think I used it once for when I did like a flying test.
Oh, the thing that really annoyed me was they use like two lines, like I tried to learn like
I'm having that with like trying to like avoid moving down but also like because I've been like I've gone to Adobe and like so I know all the keybinds and then you just for like hardware.
That's like my other three, because I was okay with it. Yeah, I might
Yeah, there's everything else. It's a lot.
I use it all the time.
One thing is
I used to do that in high school when I was Oh, I was like searching for it for a while, and then I stepped into president. And then I like no longer like we obviously have a long time. Yeah, but conflict is pretty good. I mean, because everybody's trained on Photoshop in one way or another, so you just know it. And like Levi's don't transfer on stuff fast. I can imagine. But like, said you were like, was it? You have to get like a whole new license for
on the website.
Oh yeah, stuff with the permanent. I was gonna say, yeah. Oh yeah,
I get to pay like an extra subscription.
there's that one site that they did. You can just drop it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Would like,
I've put a couple mates with them. They always make fun of me. Like, oh yeah, don't have a code, don't understand mechanical. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's just to like standardize the colors that you present.
Like every single color is
Software engineering, but I am not as good as everyone here, I will say. I switched from like biomedical engineering to so I'm actually like pretty behind. They have like standard notebooks that they send out, and those are correlated. Those are like connected to an actual digital twin. That way you can like always make sure that you've got the right
like companies that develop anything either physically or online. They're like, I didn't get that like matches like specifically. I just show like what it is on zero to the past. Like, they are so expensive. There's a science technique probably not a good idea. Like $600 like,
and you have to keep reading.
Yes, like every
I mean,
they do. It's cheaper, but like that doesn't work when you're reading like
if you're making a shirt or something, that's the accuracy of the display you're looking on. Yeah. But then you have to rely on your printer to be accurate.
Like if you're like, yeah, and you're printing on the replicate what it's like in plastic.
Just know that I've just been secretary of ProgSoc and I'm talking shit about it. And yeah, we were joking about like all the like making subtitles for roles. I don't know what one was, but I was just treasure should definitely loop
Oh no! I've been doing this. I just meant I didn't expect to do this in the future. Like when I joined society, I just wanted to like talk about stuff.
I just remember something about like, yeah, my book is like and then here I am like,
What position are you in this year?
I resigned and everything. I like board and like I have free time. Well, actually, I actually do the graphic merch for ProgSoc. I'm gonna make the banners and the merchandise. That's fun.
Still going or? This meeting's still going or?
Yeah. Who's in Discord?
One of the first.
Good point, but yeah. I mean, we're having. I think that was the last one.
Yeah.
Plex 15 in brackets.
I mean,
I'll be on or something like that.
Yeah, sounds
It's so fucking
Yellowy at like 2 a.m. talking about software.
Oh my god, I literally, yeah.
There was only
Yeah.
3 software people and you were one of them.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Yeah, like, we were just nerding out about Rust and like optimization. Till
2
3
in the morning.
2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. Oh.
I was the only person trying to get everybody out to go drinking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, guys, we're only 53 a.m. Let's go get some time.
They want to win, Jess. With the competition, you gotta work.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't have to tell me the results.
Yeah.
But also, like, you should let your high school as well, because it is quite fucking
Yeah, high school was fun, but first and third.
Yeah.
The team that came second had the most basic function algorithm. It was like, count the pixels on each side of the screen, and figure it out from there. It was called Blue.
Every time I bring it up, yeah, but like, they got funded by the government, and they had like,
we had so much money.
Dude, we had so much money and we used shit that we had time.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, man, we like could actually program. These kids were doing it in 5 minutes.
I know. My favorite thing is like, this is an award for the and the guy, like you were there, but the guy from around asking who did MATLAB, and he comes up with like, you guys have MATLAB?
If we had time, we were going to program our LED.
You were gonna subject me to that? I didn't do that. I'm glad I said no.
Anyway, I think we're going to continue the meeting. There is a person on Discord. Yeah, I don't know if they're still there, but they're on Discord. We're doing this camera. Cool. There's one.
You can say, hey, we're continuing, so we're in the announcement chat. Not everyone, it's like just saying, hey, we're continuing the meeting. Announcement's fine.
Okay, cool. Where is the slides?
Oh, fine. Let's see.
Sweet. Okay, so this is the last slide we had on. We shall continue. We have some general discussion points to talk about. So towards the sort of second half of the year, after we've done the programming competition, the execs had a discussion about what other events we could run that would be interesting. One of those things that came out was a hackathon. I don't know if they wanted to address that, but yeah.
Yeah, so hackathon, I thought, wouldn't it be awesome to bring back hackathons, because I've never been part of a ProgSoc hackathon before, but ProgSoc is sure known for its hackathons, or at least it used to be. And everyone keeps talking about the 2018 hackathon and stuff. So I thought, yeah, let's come up with an idea, and my idea was, hey, how about make a hackathon about AI? Because that's an easy topic to get into. If like you can just make a basic JavaScript program that calls the OpenAI API, and it's really easy to get into AI that way. So, and you can make some interesting applications with it. And the whole point of a hackathon is to come up with ideas, and all the prize categories and everything that would accommodate for everyone, beginners and advanced people. And so the mistake I made was thinking, hey, we have a Gen Com here who is part of Striver, and he hooked me up with the CEO of Striver. Do you guys know what Striver is? Okay, so Striver is a company whose whole deal is how do we get students internships easier, or like jobs easier. Celine, do you want to explain Striver better than I can?
They like give you employment coaching. They review your resume and stuff for free, and then they put you onto the like internal job market. However, I will say the job market is pretty flawed because I have 0 profile views.
Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty sure the whole deal with Striver and is that they are more into like business jobs. Yeah, yeah, and they want to move into FEIT or like IT jobs, but they haven't yet as much, which is probably part of the reason why Celine has 0 views. But it's a chicken and egg problem, obviously. They want students to join, but they can't have students joining without opportunities from industry, and like that's that thing. But TLDR, I emailed their CEO asking, hey, here's the proposal, because I was asked to email the CEO. The CEO forwarded me to Mel, whoever Mel is. So then Mel didn't respond for 2 weeks. I followed up with the Gen Com, his name is Jeffrey, by the way. Followed up with Jeffrey. He said he spoke to Mel. Mel will respond to me. Mel didn't respond to me for another week. So I asked him again. He told me to organize a meeting with Mel. So I talked to Mel on Google Meets for like an hour or two, and we discussed the hackathon, all the details surrounding it. You know, like what kinds of things, like considerations we should make. The fact that we don't have any remaining time to host this hackathon during StuVac, because the original idea was to do it during StuVac this semester. That fell because she wasn't responding. So I thought, yeah, let's do it at the end of this semester, so like November 6th or something like that. And she didn't respond since. So I emailed her again saying, hey, here is, like, do you want to continue following up on this? Here is a draft sponsorship contract and everything. So like I just was very proactive with it. She just never responded. As of now, I didn't tell her that we cancelled, but it basically is cancelled at this point.
Wasn't the deal with it, like in the meeting, they obviously did not know what a hackathon was, and they were like slightly judgmental about the whole thing as well?
Well, she knew what a hackathon was. She just never sponsored a hackathon before.
Right.
Yeah. Or she never sponsored a student event like this big either, like in general. And like she said, one of the main arguments was that like, if I did this last year, that would have been a definite yes. This year it's very in the air because of interest rates. So hackathon didn't happen. Should have gone with Whitesec instead. Reliable Whitesec. They sponsor everything. They always hire, and yeah, they have the money somehow. They just spawn monies for students.
Yeah. So you just want to discuss that we had planned a hackathon, but we're having issues organizing it.
Yeah. I just want to explain the full context of what kind of issues we had. But do you want to talk? Say any plans you might like? What would you consider for hackathon?
Hackathon plans, I'd probably just go with the same format you were suggesting, AI themes, because there's a lot of companies jumping on that bandwagon at the moment, and a lot of students are probably pretty happy to jump on it as well. But at the moment, that's probably a discussion we need to have between the execs on when, where, if we can run it. Probably also need to have a discussion with Activate and all potential sponsors and everything as well. Yeah.
It would be so fun if you tried to book it during exam period, and then no rooms are available because they steal all the rooms. And it's so fun.
That did happen before. We booked an event and the entire floor had been booked.
Oh, that was for the competition, yeah.
Like the entirety of like level 4?
All of this floor, all of the floor below, all of the basement, every B something room was booked. For example, it was empty the whole day, but it was just booked. All of building 2 was booked, so we couldn't get those big rooms. So I ended up going to level 0, room 100 as the only remaining room, and we barely fit it. And that's that was fun.
We should also try and liaise with the FIT people a lot more, because they are subsidizing memberships at the moment, and they seem very keen to help out societies who are based with FEIT.
I mean, I don't know what else there is to liaise with them other than the things they already do. I'm not sure about other ideas.
Mostly just facility stuff, from what I can tell.
Have you spoken to Jason before?
Briefly, not
you should
in any depth.
Because like he's really keen on helping with everything, and so is Sarah. Like those two people, they help societies. Period.
Yeah.
Can I just quickly say that we're still on hackathons, right?
Yeah.
It might be a good idea to try and moving forward for like a central idea for the hackathon. Look for companies first that would be interested.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I know. I think like everyone in Cicada Innovations would be keen to at least have their merch there, right? And then you can talk to them. Hey, what do you want? Like the industry side can be so good.
Sounds like you know more than I do.
So Cicada Innovation is one of the tech hub startup-y things, where they help startups with space and funding and stuff, right?
Seb knows more, so he can organize it.
Do I know more?
I promise.
I only know about Prescient. I didn't know anything about Cicada.
Matt works at Cicada.
Oh, okay.
Just
imagine Matt.
We've been doing
Okay, cool. Does anybody else have any thoughts on the hackathon idea, or any contributions or any topics they might be interested in?
Why don't you talk with Chris? Because Chris do their own, they do like alternative hackathons, may not be programming based.
Yeah.
I've been part of some hackathons.
Like ETS Chris?
Yeah, they host hackathons, but more so like the ones that I've seen of that have been like
Humanitarian
fixing
stuff.
a problem regarding sustainability, but you should talk with them and they could advertise it more.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I know, what was that one society / faculty that keeps doing hackathons like every other, I don't know, all the time?
Is that AWS?
TD Connect?
TD Connect. Dylan?
Are they the ones that keep doing all the hackathons? I remember, I think it was TD Connect. Because I remember we were trying to organize a hackathon way back, like in my first year here, and we failed epically. But yeah, so like NSHOP dropped out. But like one of the societies I was mentioned, and that was like participating in the discussion was I'm pretty sure TD Connect. They were talking about how they keep doing all the hackathons all the time, but everyone dropped out because it was like COVID's happening again, and I didn't know what I was doing either.
You could also talk to some of the teams like motorsports, rocketry, rover. I know they're always keen for more programs. So if we get them involved in, give them exposure, it might be a little bit.
I don't think we haven't really had contact with motorsports or any of the other societies you listed very much, but they do quite a bit of in-depth work with both physical hardware and software. And I think I noticed the other week they were doing like a CI/CD workshop or like just general programming workshops. That could be a good opportunity to partner with them on stuff like that.
I think motorsports right now, they're trying to get like live data from their cars, and they're currently planning on doing it through AWS.
And QTT or something.
But they're all I think mainly it's mechatronics people. So I think we'd have to talk to them, but they might be interested in AWS stuff.
Yeah. Playmakers ones, the game jams and all, they might be.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah. No, they're also people to talk to. We've talked to them at O-Day sometimes. They're pretty friendly.
Yeah.
We'll send them a message because they always do their game jams and they always have projects and meetings and all that sort of thing. We'll move on to the next discussion point. So, how are we approaching this?
Is it not really yet?
You know as much as I do.
We have a phantom server. So, if you've heard of UTS's was it HPC program, we have one of their high performance computing servers accessible to us. It's not a cluster, it's a single server. It's got 2 GPUs in it, but we won't have permanent access to it. There are other users, which is the main issue. If we were to have a ProgSoc server, we ideally want to be the ones managing it. And we want to have it on probably the UTS network. I have tried to start to get to IT about if anybody's actually using the server, because there have been logins like 6 months ago from the accounts on it. And it's a very, very expensive server with like hundreds of gigabytes of RAM and terabytes of storage, and
underutilized at this point.
It is very underutilized.
Yeah,
so
like 500 gigs of RAM.
Yeah. And there's 2 like 8K GPUs in there.
Yeah. Best Minecraft server.
You joke, but
That would be so good.
so basically what we need to do with that is we need to actually talk to Angela and figure out what on earth is going on with it. But I don't know if we have access to it permanently or what the deal is, because we don't have a stake in it as such.
I think we asked Angela, saying, hey, like, who is actually accessing it? She's like, yeah, well, I'll find out that for you. And then she never got back or something like that. So which now we need to keep following up. What?
Another like issue that was sort of glossed over is like there are other users and they all have like sudo or admin privileges as well. And we're worried like if we have anything on there, because we don't know who has access and because everyone just has admin, we're worried about control. That was the issue.
One with CSEC, mine's 0 days. Control just temporarily.
Yeah. Ideally we want to be managing the server just so that we can monitor it properly or manage it properly.
Sounds like maybe if we get like Kubernetes or something running on there, it could be a good way to dispatch other work.
I think we had a discussion. They allowed us to install Docker, so that's a first step. I don't know if there are any alternatives to this server. We do have money, but I don't want to spend it on a server because it's pricey and a pain.
You could just like, what are the use cases for this server?
So bringing back member directories, I know that there is like we could also we used to have you could host your static sites on ProgSoc owned infrastructure. You don't really need to do that these days with all the free static site hosting, but generally we could run Linux workshops and give people accounts and all that sort of thing on it, and then also host our services. ProgSoc has a lot of different services that we use. We have our password manager, we have our blog. What else do we have, Leo? We have like backups and stuff. The old archive, so where all the old documentation is, that's a very large issue as well.
Actually, I'm thinking, what if we make an MDX website, mini website, where users can have their own subpath?
Yeah.
And then just like everything they put in there
just
will
one,
just be there.
one big static website.
Yeah, one big static website with MDX, like, and every user has a subfolder where they can do whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I'm more than happy to discuss this in a general Discord call with everybody. Even if you're not an exec, I'd be more than happy to hear your ideas.
I think this one is like big enough where like it might be a good idea to figure out first of all, what will be running on it, because depending on the scale, it might be worth, for example, buying just like hosted stuff, Ultra or whatever.
Yeah, that's what we do at the moment. I think, who are we with at the moment? Are we still with DigitalOcean?
Are we? We are. No. We're DigitalOcean still. Yeah.
Yeah, but the costs for that do go up, and if we can just chuck a server on UTS infrastructure and just have them pay for it, that would be ideal. We do get subsidized a little bit by Activate, right?
Not anymore.
Not
They
anymore.
got a marketing grant, so.
Okay, so not anymore.
Well, speaking of, if there are any big projects happening next year, we should hop on that crap soon.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way we get big money from them now is we pitch them stuff like a year in advance, essentially.
The most pressing thing, believe it or not, is I want to organize welcome drinks right now.
Yeah.
Because there's limited availability in people's schedules at the start of the year, and also just in general for bars around the area as well. People like to be let known in advance as to when an event's happening.
The issue with welcome drinks now is that we don't know when O-Day is until like 2 weeks before O-Day, right, Scientis? Usually?
Yeah, Activate should be like, by the way, O-Day's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like we need to have a proper chat with Activate as well.
They just don't know.
They don't know.
It's not that they don't want to tell you, it's just that they don't know.
How do they not know?
Yeah, they also don't get rooms.
A lot of Activate's issues stem from the university telling them off, like they can't do that. Like if you want to book a room through Activate, the university gives them permission for certain rooms, and so they can't book any room that they want. The university gives them around 30% of all rooms on all campuses, and they tend to always give the ones in Moore Park. They really like giving Activate. It's like, oh yeah, we give you hundreds of Moore Park rooms, and maybe like 5 in like here in Ultimo.
Well, that's the primary reason we're in this room, is because we are able to book it as students.
Yeah.
And I know that.
Not students, but as AIT people, I did form.
The university just hates Activate for the most part, and especially towards the beginning of the year as well. That 30% becomes like 3%. I didn't believe them. They showed me the full list of rooms they had all being and it's just like, we're sorry, we just can't give you
What if we abused my staff privilege or another staff member's privilege? Because technically I'm a staff member because I did a panel for 3 hours. And that's how I booked animes next week, AGM.
Yeah.
So I had my staff, I did it and they accepted it within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm teaching. They need to go through Activate. And hey, Activate, I already booked the room, don't worry about it.
For O-Day, that's why, is because for O-Day they have to like book out the whole building.
Yeah.
And the university just decides not to do that for all of them.
Yeah.
In that regard. So
You want the university's main event for all students. Then occur.
Yeah.
That's really strange because they use up a lot of the campus. There's a lot of advertising. There is insane amounts of people going through campus.
Academics.
Yeah, academics. Jeez.
It is weird because UTS really pushes like how much they love clubs and like.
Yeah, it's a very large point of UTS.
Yeah.
So where UTS shines in terms of stuff in general, it falls under UNSW and UCID and that sort of thing. But it's social aspects of where people want to be, but UTS doesn't seem to support it, weirdly enough, for such a large selling point. Anyway, so that's talk with Activate, figure out what the hell's going on. Hopefully don't get on their nerves too much, and don't overwork them too much.
Yeah, if you get them in person, they're pretty good.
Yes.
In person after organising a meeting.
No, you
online.
can just walk in.
I've tried that. They've gone, nope. I have 15 meetings. They're not happening.
Does. You gotta be lucky.
Yeah, you have to be lucky.
You gotta know.
Yeah. Hey, Tara.
Okay.
You gotta know them. You gotta have the relationship, and they'll be like,
Rob,
no
maybe
problem.
get a
Like,
Rob suicide.
I've finessed a few things.
Okay, I'll lean on our execs then to sort of support that then.
Yeah, Jacob.
No.
Just because I know Andrew. Not working anymore.
Yeah. So server is real but in a state of flux at the moment. That just requires a lot of following up from the exec side of things.
I I must go. I don't think I've got much to put on virtual mascot. I had prior arrangements, so
that's okay.
No worries. See you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Welcome to the role of treasurer.
Did I hear there was an event happening this next week?
Next
Yes, program paradigms.
I'm happy to call about that tomorrow probably, or like whenever. Monday I can't. I will do it like a day.
Yep, cool. Okay, let's move on to merch. How are you looking marketing merch-wise? Do you have any specific thoughts about it or any ideas?
How do we make our own plushie, Silly?
Don't make your own plushie. Make hoodies, please.
But
Plushies
not
are expensive, bro.
with curly bracket shield.
Custom plushes, they will cost you way too much. You will not be able to fathom the amount of money. It will take the whole budget.
But Rage.
No. she can crochet it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it sounds like either hoodies or shirts are the way to go,
I
and
recommend
because
hoodies because that's just what is most popular with university students.
Yep.
Particularly, I'd say FEIT really likes their hoodies.
that and we're already in spring and summer, and the amount of time it would take us to organize hoodies would put us in winter.
It's more
and
the
autumn.
issue is we don't have any good ideas / we don't really have the ability to execute on any good ideas.
Yeah, we art people.
I feel like, for example,
I'm gonna just go yoink Keysock's art first.
Yeah. Because I see like a Keysock or Cybersock, their like designs seem okay. Like they seem, on one hand, they seem like just a generic design, but on the other hand, they show us a cool design. Like, do we want some special designs, such as like ASCII art, something that actually stands out?
Yeah, I like the idea of ASCII art. The issue is with ASCII art, it's very detailed, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of individual pieces that are very close to each other, but very small printed as well, which means
printing,
if you were to wash it, it'll just come off.
Depending
on how you do it.
Don't get the rubber like that. What's called the screen printing?
That is the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I mean, if you order like mass bulk,
It's not too bad.
but mass bulk is like over
We have money to spend.
So it'd probably be what I'm seeing at the moment is pretty minimal hoodie with ProgSoc logo, top left, maybe a fancy fun design on the back.
Worst case, I'd actually recommend like go to like Fiverr or like commission someone to do it.
Yeah.
That might be a viable way of doing it. If you can think of a good idea.
Well, we do have a little bit of extra cash to just test out designs. I don't know how much people charge for Fiverr, but that could be an option.
We need to check with Activate how much of a grant we can get, because we could. That is something that counts as project grant.
Will they? Okay. Yeah.
If it's big enough, I believe.
But they require invoices and stuff first?
I don't know. There's something to check with them.
No. So how project grant works is like sometime next year, they'll be like, okay, you have 1 month to submit any ideas for the entire year. And to answer the question about invoices, they require them after. So as long as you get in writing that they're happy to pay for it, it is a little risky because they could just say, oh, sorry. But generally how it works is like, you agree on it first, and then after you send them the invoice, they'll just pay you back what they agreed on.
Entire year, by the way, did they reopen the applications at all during this year?
No.
But the thing with project grants is that they're very hard. They have been very hard to get.
Yeah, it's like
at least
competing with each other to get the grant.
Yeah, big project grant is like really miserable to get. Either that or they just hate it anime, which is also a possibility.
Yeah, and then there's like Gamers Guild next door, we are next door, getting the grant to go to New York while anime's biggest
Sorry,
event.
what?
Gamers Guild was like, hey, for the project grant, can you give us like $1 billion to go to New York? And they kind of said yes, they gave them a bit of money for that.
Why do they go to New York?
Well, Halloween anime did not get anything, right?
No, we got nothing. We got a sad feeling.
Because like that is like a huge collaboration between like 7 different clubs that involves like.
And we broke out like the entire.
Yeah.
And, like,
and they got no project grant, but they got New York.
They're like Activate's baby. They have like all of Harry Gates.
Yeah.
They've got their own stuff.
If there's anywhere we can claim.
You know what the real Activate baby is? Taylor Swift Club.
Really?
Yeah, they always book me with my store. That's bullshit. I put so much effort in last year.
Another thing, so there are other grants that you can just do throughout the year, but they're a little like, they're not as good, I guess.
Yeah, they've been limited, and I think I've heard from Rob that they are planning on reintroducing some of the grants next year. Like I think there will be a merchandise grant next year, if I remember, because he came around like yesterday. Yeah, he said that. So maybe you can wait till next year, see if that's real.
Well, UTS takes students, so.
Unfortunately, the reason why the grants suck this year is because the university with their funding.
Well, I mean, COVID should have to go down at one point.
Oh no, they're literally just getting, they want more of a card.
That was my interpretation of this picture.
So yeah, that seems like most of the merch discussion point.
More stickers?
If Dylan was here, he'd scream out more stickers, more multicolored.
He screamed out in heading for level 1.
Wait, where?
Oh.
Yeah, so he is more than happy to contract out more stickers, so I can't remember how much that cost, but it was fine to get. We ordered like 1,000 of them, and we still have more.
Why don't you guys do like keyrings or keycaps?
Keycaps?
Yeah.
Keycaps are very custom, I would have thought.
Not really, like, they're just, what? Like, it's a very standardized stem.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then, like, what programmer doesn't have a keyboard, especially in Mac?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Keychain sounds nice.
It sounds like we could do like
keychain ideas.
Small
I
run.
keep picking on you, but
And they sell them pretty well.
we can get keychains really easily.
It depends. All I know is I only know about acrylic keychains. I don't know about the rest.
Acrylic keychains.
They're very standard. That's all. Because
do you have-
if you get an acrylic keychain, you're gonna be like everyone else, basically.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just thinking like, what kind of acrylic keychain design could we do for that?
A couple of years ago, we talked about, we saw like there's a Git coaster.
Oh yeah.
That was just basically a printed PCB where they I guess, acid washed the line tracings off.
Who used the coaster?
Nobody.
Yeah.
I use a coaster. I don't put drinks on my desk.
Okay,
but the issue with that is I think PCBs are expensive, and if you want to get thick enough to actually be coaster material.
Apparently, from what I've heard, getting PCBs is like quite easy if you just get like very old ones and reuse them.
Doesn't you just have a PCB printer?
Yeah. But I would recommend you want just make a coaster.
Go to them.
Yeah, if we
Really?
if we find a contact through the people who do robotic stuff, maybe.
Like yeah, because you know when people recycle like old computers and stuff, you just like steal a bunch of PCBs.
Well, just heat them up and just swipe all the components off like all those satisfying videos.
Yeah.
Find some CPUs, just whoosh, no more pins.
PCB built market,
That's cool.
it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, 'cause, like I went through Protospace once, and they just have a bunch of printers. Some are like easily accessible to students, like the main 3D printers, but then there's just a bunch of other ones. And, they just had a PCB printer. I looked up what it was. They just print PCBs.
Only once?
What?
You've only been Protospace once?
Yeah, because I'm a programmer.
Well, I've been zero
It's the
times.
first time I ever 3D printed something was in there.
I got my 3D printer, but it's like new.
Keychain wise, I got this like Mighty Carlos. That might be a good thing to do. Like it's black anodized aluminium, I think. So the coatings come off a bit. But we could probably do that with the ProgSoc logo because it's all joined together.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like this is like sturdy and like I
It's
never thought I
not
would have a.
It mostly is.
I mean, you can extend the R now.
You can fix it up. Yeah.
Definitely, if you increase the sock out a bit, then
Maybe.
Yeah, metal keychains are very useful actually. There are a lot of both local manufacturers, and you can go to like China as well if you want cheap prices.
If you wanna be bored one night and look it up, that would be awesome.
I know how to do it. It's just what are you gonna put on the ProgSoc logo? That's so boring.
Yeah, it's boring.
Just put on some like brackets or something.
Rough logo.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll contract it out to Fiverr or something.
get a mascot first, and
Get a
then.
mascot, exactly. Once you get a mascot, it becomes easy.
Yeah, that's what. With the calligraph keychain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, mascot.
Mascot.
On the topic.
Yeah.
Rubber duck with curly brackets, Celine's random idea on the spot.
That's such a cool idea. We like that.
Can you make that 2D easily, or would it have to always be multicolored?
What do you think 2D?
Like if you were to put it on like a keychain or something, it can't be
Why don't you
monochrome.
make a rubber duck outline and like a curly bracket near the front of it, or like double curly bracket.
Yeah, sounds good. If anyone wants to have a crack at that, I
Sorry?
encourage it.
Get someone to draw it.
Yeah, you do it.
No. Give me money. I'll do it.
Commission Celine.
No, Treasure's already left, so I can't ask them to release any money on the show.
Why go Fiverr when you can go someone who knows how to draw right there?
Pay me money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, pay Fiverr with paper.
And I suppose the next have to have all the signatories to change over to the whole, to change over the signatories and all that.
Oh, for the bank account.
The bank accounts.
Oh, yeah. I'm starting feeling it.
Yeah.
That's problem for
Yep.
I think.
It wouldn't be too difficult because he's already the treasurer for RoboSoc, so he already has the accounts.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of them just adding another account to his list, basically.
Yeah.
That's how I experienced it.
They basically processed treasury stuff the same way we do. Discord channel receipts.
Yeah.
Christian Kent says, thank you for updating his archive member page.
Oh yeah.
It has all these links to previous AGMs as well. Videos of them anyway.
Yeah, I remember doing that for him, but like, is he talking about anything recent, or the thing that I did for him like a few months back?
Not sure. I mean, all he says, thank you for updating my archive member page. Some broken graphics, but no rush, that can be fixed later. Links to the videos, and maybe redirect to a thing called goldenyears.progsoc.org to subdomain.
I've never seen that.
And then I'd like to update it with 2021, 2022, or 2022.
He wants a link to his page
Tell him
because he's got a.
DM me about anything, I will accommodate for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Cool. We just crossed the 3-hour mark.
Nice.
Just then.
Oh, there was pizza in the middle.
We did. I think. Does that wrap up most of what we want to talk about? Is there any extra items people want to bring up on the spot?
Dylan's also suggested lanyards and water bottles.
Lanyards, possibly. I don't know how difficult those are. I don't know how often they're used.
I don't
Very easy?
Yeah, but at work I've got a very nice, it's like a thick blue lace lanyard. Try and bring it around next time.
Does that have a logo on it or anything else that's identifiable?
Yeah, other than just the text printed around it. So, yeah.
Like one of these ribbon lanyards, like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And
alright.
just chuck some
It's not-
ProgSoc
it's
colours
not
on
high
it, some
quality.
random matrix code. I don't know.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Dylan, another Dylan.
Another Dylan marketing.
Is it? Which Dylan is it? Let's find out. Oh, no, it's the real Dylan. But there's another Dylan. Alright, cool.
Anyway,
and Dylan is very hard pushing the building one with the.
Like the old logo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do. Some of those old logos would make very good like art things, or we could do a retro brand or something.
Yeah.
Might have put pyramid ones.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
ProgSoc.
They go hard.
We do check ProgSoc S 19 something or other.
89.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I think that wraps us mostly up.
35th anniversary next week. 35th anniversary this year.
Actual?
Yep.
We'll have to organise an event.
Yeah.
Like just a meet up and.
Yeah. We know the exact date.
16th of March.
Oh, okay.
That's not that long after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can organise something.
Well, no, we had a big event up in the Ariel in 2019, so I don't think we need to do another one first.
Well, we need to know what date it is to prepare it. So
16th of March. Or as close to it as possible.
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap up there then.
Yeah.
What is on the next slide?
Is there stuff on the next slide?
Is there a next slide?
Yes. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you everybody for attending both online and in person. Hopefully we can do good by our members and host some interesting events, start some new ideas.
Spend their money on something useful.
And bring some merch to people. Yeah, thank you everybody.
Actually not their money, their Petri's money.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, thank you everybody.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up there.
No, you're a fake person.
The question is.
Hopefully the recording saves successfully. We'll see.
That will be awesome.